Should we do a breakfast prayer and then get it started? Shot?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Get us all lined up. Weddings are definitely one of my favorite things.
I feel like you're always at a wedding every weekend.
Dude, we have like 4 more weddings this coming year,
Yeah.
and just in the first like 7 or 8 months, it's gonna be fire. We got multiple bachelor parties that we're probably gonna go to. I would think.
Shannon said you guys can probably come.
Some. Oh
To
yeah.
her wedding.
Oh
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Dude, my favorite is like meeting random people. So we went out. It was me, Carly, Anna, Jason, and John. And we're like, you guys just want to go out? Like, we'll go to the other side of the lake and we'll just have this is when we met you guys there at the
At that
the
fireman's
picnic,
thing?
The fireman's picnic. Where was that at?
Oh, that was in Eden.
Eden.
It
No.
wasn't
No,
Eden.
it wasn't.
Oh no,
Eden.
it was Dotyville then.
Dotyville.
Yeah, the
Dotyville.
Dotyville picnic.
Yeah.
we went across, like we went over to the other side of the lake, and we're like, we'll go out for dinner, have some drinks or whatever. So where'd we go?
Don and Linda's or something?
Jim and Linda's.
Jim and Linda's.
Yeah. So we went there. We had a couple drinks, and then we're like, wow, we could wander over to the Dotyville picnic. So then we're on our way there. We passed this wedding, and we're like,
This
oh,
barn is just full. Like, there's a barn and there's all these like
cars everywhere.
lights all over the barn, and then just cars everywhere. We're like, how funny would it be if we just showed up to this wedding?
So
we're all
we're-
like, yeah, funny.
We're pretty sober. Like we only had a couple drinks at dinner, so we're like, well, we'll go to the picnic, get a pitcher or two of beer,
Yep.
and then we'll kind of just see where things go from there. Well, then all of a sudden, we ran into you guys, and then it was like 10:30. We're like, all right, let's get going. So we go there.
And you wanted me and Eric to come.
Place was dead.
Yeah.
Literally
Nobody.
like 2 cars in the thing. We're like, fuck. Like we just pulled in. We're like, well, we'll just go up there. But we go up there in like 2s. I think me and Anna went up there,
Yep.
and then
Then me and John went.
yeah, and then I don't know. Did Carly want?
Me and John went in, and then John left to
You
go
go get
get
Carly?
Carly. Because I'm like, I'm not walking in third wheel with you two, and I'm not walking in by myself.
The bride and groom are standing at the bottom of the hill, just watching us, just watching us walk in there. Like, who the hell are these people? They're way late, you know. Like, what are they doing? They can't be part of this. So then we're sitting in there. There's all the wine and everything was gone. There's no food out besides an ice cream machine. And then we turn around to like grab a beer because there was a little cooler of beer. We're like, fuck yeah. Like, all of a sudden, Bug walks up to me and I'm like, what the heck? Like,
He's a superintendent.
Oh,
For
God.
us.
yeah, he's one of our soups. Like, I just got off his job site too. He's like, I was like, who's fucking wedding? He's just like, yeah, it's my cousin. Like, I officiated or whatever. He pulls out his card and stuff, and I'm like, you did
Oh,
not.
he actually did?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
I'm like, the one guy I did not think would be like officiating a wedding.
He's goofy.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. And then we started leaving, and they're like, "Hey, who do you know? Who do you know?" Because we started dancing on the dance
Yeah.
floor.
It
Nobody
was
was.
just us four.
Just the family was sitting there. That was the
Or
only people
5.
left. Was the family and then Bug, like in his little like group or whatever.
Who invited you?
Yeah, they're like,
The door was open.
Who do you know here? And we're just like,
Who do you know here?
Brian Vermillion, and they're like, who? And me and Jay were like, Bug, yeah, Bug invited. They're like, oh, the pastor invited you? yeah.
They're like, oh, you're Smith boys.
Yeah,
And we're
we're
like,
like,
yeah,
oh,
we're
yeah.
all Smith boys.
Congratulations, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, me and John walked up, and it's the bride and the groom at the bottom of the ramp, and she's like, who are you guys? And like we kept walking, like just ignore her. And all of a sudden she says it again, and me and John turn around, and John's like, I'm Jason. And I'm like, good cover, dude. Like, I just sat there quiet, and she's just like, I'm just playing. I don't know who anybody is at this point. And we're just like, all right. And just walked in, and then you were already talking to Bug. I
Thank-
recognized him, but I don't think he knew who I
Thank
was.
God that we saw somebody we knew, because I didn't know how we were going to get out of there otherwise. It was so awkward when we got up there. We weren't nearly drunk enough. It played out pretty good, though.
Wedding crashers.
Yeah, and then we kind of want to just keep doing it, you know?
Well, I think-
my dad said that somebody did that to his wedding. He just kicked his ass out of there because he caught him right away.
Oh, I wouldn't care.
He wasn't the most gentle guy 30
Yeah.
years ago.
He wasn't the gentle teddy bear we no one loved
Yeah,
today.
he wasn't a big teddy bear like right now.
Your dad's
I
pretty
think-
good shit.
He's a big teddy bear now.
If
Man,
we all
he
walked
used to
in,
ha-
huh?
He used to have a hot head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's where I get it from sometimes. It runs in the it's in the genetics. If we what? What are you saying?
Said if we next time if we all like had a card, like you're dressed
Oh.
in like semi.
Oh, they can't
Wedding
get mad if you bring a
attire?
card.
If you would go
you
right
walked
after
in
the
with a
dinner, you
card,
know, like 8
yeah.
o'clock, you kind of just
Yeah.
slid in there with your card and dressed up, and you came in like a group of 4 or 2, probably too far away.
Yeah, but like, know how funny that would be if you like didn't get caught. There's a bunch of people, and you signed a card. Thanks for having me or something, and then sign your actual name, and they're
Who
like,
the fuck is
who
this?
the hell is this? Like,
$20 for the beer.
you're in the pictures, yeah, like throw them
Oh, yeah.
$20, like.
Yeah, you're looking through pictures. You guys are all like in the group, like, dancing and stuff.
Like, there's no way they would care. You gave them a card. You gave
Yeah.
them some money. You're in the pictures having a good time. You're
Whatever.
not
That's
like
the
being
thing,
an
like,
ass or
If
something.
you bring a good time to the wedding,
yeah,
no one's really gonna care.
no.
It's if you were like making a scene and
Yeah.
just being an idiot or something.
Yeah.
But if you were making like people dance, you're dancing with the family, getting them all going. Who's this guy? He's really nice. Like,
They're opening-
Grandma Linda's over there trying to hook you up with the cousins and shit. Grandma, we don't even know who the hell that guy is.
Shit, that was back in what, August? Already?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, dude.
summer flew by.
Yeah, it
Jeez.
did. This was probably like one of the fastest summers ever. I feel like we were just busy every weekend doing stuff, which we pretty much were.
Drinking.
every.
Yeah.
every
No, I
weekend.
didn't. Not this summer. We didn't
Well,
really drink
no.
much at all.
I didn't.
Guess I'm just speaking for myself then.
This summers before that, throughout college, all the time,
Yeah.
I did feel like
every single weekend.
we were out every weekend. At least one night a weekend, we were in a bar.
Not this year. The year
Not,
before.
yeah, like the previous
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All winter too. That's all we did. Or at the house at the bar at the house.
This was the first.
At your house?
2 years ago. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2 years ago when we first built the bar, and we get all the booze. We would go through so much liquor.
I've slept in your driveway a couple times. Woke up with like my head on like the steering wheel. Like I must have just like sat there like, dude, you got to get it together because you can't drive
Ne-
right now. Wake
Never
up
got
and
it
it's like-
together.
wake up, it's like sunny out, and you're like, ooh, fuck.
Always chirping.
Jago, that remind when you had people over at your house,
Yeah.
and one of our buddies is like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." We're like, "Dude, you're too fucked up." He's like, He's like, "No, never mind. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here." And like 20 minutes later, dude disappeared, and we're like, "Is there his truck running outside?" So we
Yeah, I
walk
go outside. Yeah.
He's passed out with his head on the steering wheel, and his like Snapchat's open, like he was in the middle of texting someone, just passed out with his truck running at like 2 o'clock.
And a
in the
beer
morning.
and a beer on the dash.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he was still in the driveway. That's probably
I
good.
took-
not in the
I
road.
took a video of him, and the next morning he's like, "Holy shit!"
He's probably a good thing I ended the night there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You slept
Down
there
the
all night.
road. We had a buddy that, on his birthday, went out with his cousins and tried to make it home from Oshkosh and didn't make it home. Ended up in the ditch. They found him
Jeez.
sleeping. It snowed out pretty much like right now.
When's it gonna?
Pretty shitty.
How long is it gonna snow?
It's supposed to be done in a couple hours, I think.
They said 1 to
Said-
3 today too,
Yeah.
though.
It's noon right now.
Nooner.
Nooner or sooner? Do you guys say that at work?
Oh yeah.
Every Friday. Hey, nooner or sooner or what?
You getting out of here?
I haven't worked a Friday in like 4 months.
I didn't work a Friday all summer.
Yeah,
Get my 50 hours in by 4 o'clock on
You work
Thursday.
12,
and come
13
home.
hour days. So what number podcast is this? You guys done a couple already?
6.
6.
Really?
This is technically number 3 with the mics. We
Oh.
did 3 or 4 other ones, but we started it with my phone because we just wanted to get it going.
Yeah.
Like we gotta just start it because if we don't start it, we're just never gonna do
Yeah.
it. So we just would,
That was before you had all this equipment.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
just started literally using the phone, and it just didn't feel right. It didn't have like this has a whole different vibe to
Yeah,
it.
it
When you're
does.
like got the headset on, you're just looking at like, I don't know. It feels like your intentions are to sit here and to actually have good conversation and like, I don't know, learn something from each other or whatever. But when
Yeah.
you're just listening, like, we just had the phone set up, and you're just talking. It did not have like
I know what you
you
mean.
just like
yeah.
talked. You just talked. You didn't. You felt like you're just talking to each other, like not talking to somebody else
Yeah.
at times too. And that
Yeah.
like that's what I like about this now.
Well,
Yeah.
nobody really wants to listen to like.
And the audio sucked.
Yeah.
So now we like
So
listen,
they're like-
I might delete them and then just start like
Yeah.
I'll just change the thumbnails to like this is number one. You know,
Right.
go that way.
Because if someone's like, yeah, go check out my podcast, and you listen to it,
And
and
they
it
click-
sounds like they're
Episode
like
and it sounds like crap.
They
Yeah.
click on the playlist and 1 through 3 is just
sounds like they're at the bottom of a swimming pool.
yeah.
That one we did at your
Was
house.
this recorded in the 70s? Jesus.
We started it at like 7 o'clock, so it's like dark on your porch, and all of a sudden your dad comes out, and then before you know it, we're all drinking and getting fucked up, and then all of a sudden Matt's like, "I've been recording this whole thing." Like,
Yeah, it was
we're
like
all talking straight retarded by the end of
oh,
it.
it was supposed to
Dude.
just be me and Jay, and then all of a sudden here comes like one of my other buddies just stops over. We're like Jarrett, he just swings through all the time, and then all of a sudden we're like, all right, and I think all of a sudden Hunter was there. And then all of a sudden my dad walks out and we're like, wow, this is kind of botched. Well, then I just left it up there and we said a lot of dumb stuff.
I don't even think you posted that.
No,
one,
I
'cause you're
posted
like,
it
"Dude,
and I'm like,
it's so
no, I gotta get
stupid."
rid of this. Like, and like the quality, it would be different if everyone said like the stuff we said. Honestly, would have been pretty funny content. Some of it probably couldn't really go out into the public, but it would be awesome if it did.
Mhm.
But we didn't really have a setup. For
Do you have to
that,
pay
so-
to post like on Spotify or something?
That's what we want to try to do. I have a premium account, so I don't.
Yeah, I do too. And it's like, do you have to?
I don't know if I'll be able to get it on there or not. So that was one thing we were gonna look at because I want to put it on iTunes, Spotify.
Yeah.
From what I read,
Obviously,
you gotta,
we've been doing them on YouTube, is what we do
Yeah.
them on now. But
Okay.
we want to hit like other platforms too.
Yeah.
I read you gotta do there's like a host platform that you pay for.
And
And
they
then,
puts
like,
it on all of them.
You post on that like host site, and then that host site will give you like a RSF feed link or RSS feed link or something, and then you just give like Spotify, Apple, like all
Give
them
like kind of
Your
permission.
link or
that
what?
RSS link or whatever, and then like you just post to that host site, and then that just
Sends it out.
automatically sends it out to everybody.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, I want to figure that out because
Do we have a name?
this.
Yeah.
It's called Everything You Don't Want to Hear.
That's a pretty good name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was the first day we started
Yeah,
recording.
it was after the first one. We were driving up to Oshkosh.
That's a good one.
And I was just
I
like,
like
hey,
that.
dude, I just thought of something. And I'm like, I don't know if I've seen it somewhere else. And then Jay's like, I kind of like that. And I'm
Yeah,
like, dude,
I like that.
I kind of like that. So we just
For all you 2 listeners out there.
yeah. No, we get like.
We had like
well,
10
the
or
last
12.
one had like 20 some views.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
oh
Alright.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think if you like, the big thing is having like a good thumbnail, the title, and then the audio quality, and then
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It,
Yeah, nobody wants to listen to like just.
Because if you can,
Phone
if people
audio.
can, the longer they view it, the better your likelihood of going up on the algorithm and shit. Which I
Like
still
when-
haven't figured out, but it's hard to do that because even with my like other videos, it comes down to a lot of like the quality of the video. Because if people aren't gonna watch something that's in 320p
Yeah,
or
true.
whatever
Yeah.
You gotta
the
have a
hell
good.
it is,
Yeah.
Like the podcast we always listen to. How did you?
find it.
Yeah. How did you find it?
So I started years ago, probably watching him on YouTube.
Oh, so you.
And
okay.
then so I knew who he was. And then I don't know if he made a comment that they were starting a a podcast. I'm like, oh, I better check it out. And then I started listening to him. And I'm like, I listened to it like right when it came out. I'm like, that was pretty good. So like, I just liked how he brought himself across. Like
Yeah.
Jay, I told him like, you got to just be careful because he has like an arrogance to him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you get past that and just see the value that he's trying to bring to other people, like
Yeah,
just
that's-
being a hard worker and all that,
Yep.
then I'm like, all right, like
Well, you know,
this is good shit.
You know, Butchie. I told.
yeah,
I told him to look into it because he's like, yeah, I'm kind of a podcast guy in the morning. I don't like
Oh,
to listen
yeah.
to music. I'm like, dude, I got a perfect podcast for you. And
he's got an hour drive at least.
an hour and a half. And I
Yeah.
told him, I'm like, dude, you got to give him a couple episodes. You gotta.
You got to figure out who they
Yeah,
are.
you have to listen to give him a couple.
yeah.
And now, dude, he's like, dude, I'm ordering their apparel. And
Oh really?
yeah.
yeah. He's a, dude. The guy's like, he's probably like 6'1". Just a
250 at least.
just a beast. Like his arms are the size of my quads.
Yeah.
Like he's just huge. He played football out in North Dakota.
Yep. Yeah. I
Just a
think so.
big dude. Like he's literally like he's the guy that that Seth talks about. Like this is a
Yeah,
hardworking
yeah.
like roughneck little bastard. I don't know. It's just he's a good shit
Yeah.
too. I worked with him in Fond du Lac for a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
at the Galloway,
The Galloway
house,
house?
at Matt Leonard's shop.
Okay.
We we hung a door for like 8 hours, dude. He's like, yeah. It was the day before we all got laid off for Labor Day, and they're like, yeah, we just don't really have much going on. So Matt's like, I don't really have much for you guys,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
You
maybe
wanna
just
go-
work on hanging this door? And me and Butchie were like, all right. So then we just sat there and talked about like deer hunting and,
Yeah.
like, for 8 hours.
Dude, I could talk to that guy all
Oh
day.
yeah, 'cause then
He's good shit.
and then he ended up going to the job. So me and Jake moved down to Milwaukee or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
Grafton, and all of a sudden Butchie was down there too. I'm like, hell yeah, like we could all carpool. Like,
Yeah,
this-
'cause
this
I
would
didn't-
be perfect.
Yeah, I didn't know you knew him.
Yeah, so I'm like this would be perfect. Like everyone gets along. Like, everyone's young. He's still in his 20s, I think.
He's like, yeah, 27.
Yeah. And he's literally just like us. Imagine Jill and Jeanette, but with like Bubba's attitude.
Okay.
Yeah, that's literally like who it is.
And he kind of looks like. He kind of looks like Noah Grieve kind of thing, doesn't he?
Or
Just
like
bigger.
Zills. Like
Yeah. Okay.
Zills.
Yeah. Zills.
So it's literally like Dylan. If you knew Dylan, you'd be like, all right. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like Dylan, but like Bubba's like personality.
And he's
Dylan's like the biggest kid in our whole school when we graduated. Like, he
I
was
mean,
just
dude, his
huge.
arms are.
Oh
Like,
no, he's
Yeah.
literally like Dylan. They're both just
His arms are my
giants.
thighs. I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
that's Dylan.
giants.
I remember we used to bench in high school, and like we'd be maxing out in like gym class, and Dylan would pick the bar off and he'd start doing curls
Oh
with
my
it.
god.
Yeah, dude, he's a tank.
Like literally, he'd be spotting you and then pick it up while you're laying there, and he'd be like, "Good job!" Like just jerking you off. Like, "Fuck you, dude."
I honestly think he could curl 225. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
just a tank.
I don't know if I can
So-
bench
Dude,
that.
I can't bench
So,
225.
anyways, we ended up. It was you were down. It was at when we were in Grafton,
Yep.
and like I knew his name's Jake actually, but I'm just call him Butchie. So I knew he was like a good dude because I worked with him for like the summer, and then all of a sudden me and Jake started saying like comments and stuff from the podcast, and then we're just
Mhm.
you know we're talking typical job site dirty talk
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. And all of a sudden he starts chiming in, going with us. I'm like, oh hell yeah! Like, and then we're like, dude, we got to start carpooling together because this is just gonna be a shit show if we all get together. Literally that.
We're talking about like Friday night or.
Eating ass, like just random stuff, like what you did in college,
Yeah.
and like, just how we, like how we all get together and just go stupid on the 4th of
Yeah.
July. He's like telling us stories about when all his buddies get together, they go out tubing on like the river and stuff. And
Yeah.
we got so many stories just back and forth bouncing off each other, and then like it kind of just get quiet, and then somebody would be like, "Hey man, you ever just put your thumb in her ass?" it's like, and then it just fires up, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh hell yeah!" And then like it just keeps going. Like,
That's one thing I like about Joel. He
Yes.
he encourages that. He's
Oh,
like,
dude, he loves when
Yeah.
people are talking on the job site.
He's
If
like-
you're getting your shit done,
yeah,
Joel's
that's what he says.
he's got a comment for everything.
He's got a hard on for that shit. He's like,
Oh yeah.
I hate being in this trailer doing paperwork and making phone calls and emails. I want to be out there with the
Oh,
guys
dude.
talking shit and getting shit done.
He's probably like a 50-year-old dude
Yeah.
who just loves
He just-
talking shit. He loves it. That's the best though. Like the job goes so much better when people are just shooting the shit with each
Yeah.
other.
Oh yeah.
And
what-
especially when you got different trades in on it too.
Oh yeah.
You got
like-
the iron workers and the electricians.
oh yeah. When
you
you're
all kind of get along.
because you're all there. Everyone has like different stuff they have to get done. So like sometimes people are just grumpy as hell. They want to get it done, blah blah blah. But then you just need somebody to like
Yeah,
flip
you
that
gotta-
switch a
you
little
gotta-
bit, and then
yeah.
once you do that, everyone like lightens up. But like I feel like sometimes you get your shit done faster, even when you're like just BSing around.
Right,
you know,
right.
like
Because you know you're focused and you know you got.
yeah,
get
you
your
know
shit
you
done,
still
but
got to
it's
get
like,
all your stuff done, but it just you're just so much more like
not as stressed.
enthused. Yeah, you're more enthused to go do it.
True.
That's my favorite, especially like on huge pours. If everyone's
Oh jeez.
when you're pouring like a 300-yard
Yeah.
slab or something, and you know like it's
You
gonna
got Scott Clemmy right there.
yeah, it's gonna take a few hours, and then like
Oh,
Randy's the guy that runs he runs
the big pump truck.
the pump truck or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Them big
yeah.
ass pump
Yep.
trucks that. So he'll come up there and he just, yeah, he's talking, he's yelling, and like, "Hey, get over here, get the fuck out of the way!" Like he always just seems like he's pissed off about everything.
Dude,
Like,
oh jeez.
if he starts picking on you, then you know it's good. Like he's
Mhm.
he's like one of those guys. If he's just swearing at you, like you're like,
Remember that one?
fuck you,
Remember when
Randy."
Joel's like, "Hey, let Newt run that fucker."
the hose?
Yeah, let him run the hose for a little bit. I want to see how he does. Randy's like, who was that other guy that was running it? His name was like, I don't even know. He was running it the whole pour. And remember in
Was it a fin? No, not a.
no,
fin-
he was
What, carpenter?
running the hose for like the whole time. And Joel's like, yeah, let Jake run that thing. And I grabbed the hose and he didn't want to give it up. And then you grabbed him a rake. And you're like, here, Newt's running it now. Just shit like
Dude, yeah,
that.
like, yeah, some guys don't like to give up their like.
Yeah, and
Right.
he was
Dude,
a
the,
finisher.
the worst is when so I worked with this one guy who, good guy, like just a really nice dude, but you could just see like the trades were not for him, like
Oh.
not for him, you know, just kind of like a nerdier type. Well, we would like, I like had to run that jackhammer and shit, and I'm just like literally for 2 weeks straight, 8 hours a day, just running
remember you
fucking jackhammer,
yeah.
just sucked dick, like I hated
That
it.
sounds awful.
Oh, dude, it was in this shit pit, like mosquitoes, the whole, like I caked myself in, what is that, Vicks Vapor stuff, you know?
Oh, yep.
Dude, I caked myself in that, and then some eucalyptus stuff and mosquito spray. Caked myself in this oil, like with my neck, my ears, and then just sprayed the shit out of myself. It was like July. It's like 100 degrees in this little tank.
Oh, jeez.
Tons of mosquitoes. I'm doing it for 2 weeks straight. This dude comes in one day. He's like every 5 minutes, like breathing like heavy and like taking breaks and stuff. He's like, yeah, and like then he starts telling me like the next day, because we started carpooling because he was from Fond du Lac.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like,
Is it labor?
yeah, I want to be a soup in the next like 6 years. If I'm not a soup, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to like soup and we're like shooting the shit. And he's like, yeah, man, how is he working with them? And I'm like, like you really got to be on him to just like keep him moving and stuff. And then he's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if it'll last, man. Like he wants to be a soup in 6 years, and I was saying, he's like,
That was
it took me 20 years to become a soup. Like there's no way. It's like it's just sad to see some of that.
He's got a goal, but
That's what I said. I was like, cause like, so we rode together for like a couple weeks, and like, I don't know, like that's the kind of shit that I talk about with people, cause that's just what I like talking about with them. I'm like,
That's-
you know,
yeah.
what do you like? What do you like to do? Like, what do you want to do? Like, where do you see yourself? All that. He's like, I don't know. You like connect with them, talk about their family and all that, and he's like telling me all this stuff, and then he like says that, and I'm like, obviously I'm not gonna shit on his dreams or
Yeah.
watu but I just know like I was like,
you gotta be realistic.
yeah, that I was like, there's a lot to any. Like, he wasn't even a carpenter or anything yet, and like you basically have to be a carpenter, an iron worker. Like you're not gonna become a soup.
Or a mason. Yeah.
Yeah, like as a laborer or whatever. So I was just trying to be nice to him about all of it. He's going through some shit with his family and all that too, so I definitely didn't want to throw the old grenade at him.
Yeah, dude, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah. Well, then apparently he's at another job site. I just heard this the other day. And you know the guy that runs the saws all the time? What's his name? The guy that cuts the concrete?
John,
Joe?
I think it's Joe.
He's like,
He had to come to Babcock one time to
yeah,
cut the
he's
stairs
like,
out.
he's like, yeah, I had him working with me, and I was like, here, you want to run this? For like 5 minutes, he just put it down, put the saw down. He's like, yeah, I don't know if this is for me, man. He just stopped, and then he just quit. He just stopped working. He's like, gonna find something else to do, I guess.
Jeez.
Hey, like, dude's, I think he's like 40. I think he's only been working at Smith for a few years.
He's in pretty good shape though, isn't he?
No.
Joe?
Oh, Joe is.
Joe is.
But not the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
But then, we talked about it before, like, this came up. I was like, well, what do you want to do? And, like, he has a lot of good connections around the area. Like, he went to school for business and all that. And, like, he could.
So is he in his 20s?
No, he's 40. He's 40.
Oh, he's 40.
Yeah,
That's
he's got
okay.
a couple kids. And I'm like,
Okay.
dude, like, go and, like, what do you want to do? Like, he just, yeah, I'd like to do, like, maybe some stuff with houses, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fucking go do it, dude.
I don't want to
like,
be.
like, I was like,
That's tough.
I don't know. I'm
I don't
like,
want to be that age.
I don't want to be in that position in my life.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
that old and I'm not doing something that I love
Hey,
doing.
yeah, so we
Yeah.
talked. So our first podcast, with mic setups. I think we talked about that, like
Yep.
trying to find your passion and
Mhm.
like what you want to do. And I was thinking of that. We weren't when we talk about it. It's not to be arrogant or anything like that, because like really we don't even fully know what we want to do.
Mhm. Yeah.
But we're just like our goal is to help find each other, like help find like our passions, but then like help our friends do the same thing and like encourage them
Yeah.
to go out and search for it and do that kind of shit. So I was just kind of like thinking of that the other day, like, man, I hope it doesn't come off as arrogant that like we think we know like what
Mhm.
we're talking about, but like we don't know. We're
No,
we're
I have
trying to
no
figure
idea.
it. We're trying to figure it out too.
Yeah.
Mhm. But it's good to know that.
But that's what I think we mentioned like when we talked about it. It's good to know now at this age
Mhm.
that we're trying to find something. Like we know that we don't really fully like what we do. Where
Mhm.
we want to find something that we like better. Where we're
Yeah.
every day
And
we're like,
it's-
I love this shit.
Yeah. And it's good to be realistic too. That you know that there's no. I mean, realistically, there's no job that you're gonna be like every day. Like this is awesome. You know.
Yeah. You that we talk about that too. Like you're gonna have days where you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. I think
Yeah.
yesterday we were talking about that. So
Yeah.
you ever hear David Goggins?
Yeah.
So he talks about like callousing his mind, like waking up, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this.
Mhm.
You're like, fuck it, you go do it. Or like throughout the day, I don't want to do this. You just tell yourself, no, I got to do this.
Dude, that's like some days when because I try to work out 5 or 6 days a week. You have those some shitty days and you're like, don't really want to go to the gym. You drag yourself to the gym, then you walk out and you're like, dude, so fucking happy. I did
Yes,
that a
dude,
million
that's
times
literally
faster.
that's exactly what we
talks about.
talked about.
And like Eric told me the other day, he's like, dude, now I'm in a mindset where I get pissed if I can't go to the gym.
Oh yeah, it fucks up my day. Like,
That's a good mindset, dude. That's
Dude, it's huge. So that's how I get. If I can't work out, I don't feel there mentally. I don't have that edge. I don't know. It all like it rains down on you
Yeah.
a little bit.
yeah, because it's like, I go to school all day right now because I'm going to be an electrician. Then I go to work, and like going to go lift weights is like the one thing where like I want to do that day.
Yeah.
Like obviously I want to be an electrician and shit, but I hate going to school. But like I'm doing it because,
You
for
love it,
something
like,
better.
Yeah.
But it's like going and lifting weights is like the one thing that I get to choose during the day that's what I want to do. And if I don't get to do
Mhm.
that, it's
We
I'm gonna
talked.
be
We
pissed.
talked yesterday about doing the hardest things in the morning.
Oh yeah.
So lately we've been getting up early before we got to do anything, and then like Jay's been starting to run. Like I'll go to the
Really?
gym and do cardio before I go to work. I hate getting up, but if I don't get up, the drive sometimes is so hard.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know that.
Yeah.
Like some days you're like, oh,
you gotta get a bang.
dude, yeah, like you like, and I don't want it to turn to that, to where I have to do it
Yeah.
every day. I love doing it on like a Friday because it just gets me wired.
Yeah,
'cause-
you sent me some Snapchats before.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's Matt's going to work at like 6:00. It's like 4:00, and he's at
Oh,
the
yeah, dude,
gym, and I'm
you
like,
just-
dude, I gotta give it to you.
dude,
You're giving her you're
it-
giving her beans.
it gives you that like mental edge. Like, and then like I was telling him that you get to the job site, you're like, yeah, like I already went to the gym. Like,
Yeah.
You're not trying to be arrogant about it. Like if somebody asks you,
Mhm.
like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like you just
It's already
showed up
done.
5 minutes late. We have 2 guys that showed up at 6 o'clock or
Mhm.
late every single day.
Mhm.
And I said to one of them, like, why the fuck are you late every single day? Like, I just called him out. I'm like, why? He's in his 30s. I'm like, why the fuck are you late every day? He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't get up early. I'm like, you can't
better
get.
figure
I
it out.
said you can't get up early. I'm like, all you have to do is leave 5 minutes earlier than what you've been fucking leaving lately. And he's like, it's just like in my my code that I don't know, man. Like I could get up an hour before I'm supposed to leave, and I'll still be late. And I said, do you ever think it's because you're fucking lazy? He's like, yeah, man, you're probably right. I'm like, how can you be okay with that,
Ah.
knowing that you're literally just being fucking lazy, and you could leave minutes before, and
Mhm.
you'd be fine. You'd be perfectly fine. Dude, it was so it pissed me off so much. I took his fucking backpack because I was so mad. He left it at the job site for like 2 weeks, and the soup's like, "Hey, you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't coming back for it, dude. Don't come to work the way it is."
Yeah.
One day, this dude showed up. We get out at 2:15. He showed up at 1:45.
He showed up.
Showed up to the job at 1:45.
You'd be
What the
walked off.
fuck?
He
to
was
work
one of the
for us.
guys that was late every single day too.
How do these guys still have jobs there?
Dude, I don't know. The one guy's been working there for probably 15 years.
Oh my
Although we have
Unbelievable.
guys like that too, where it's just like,
It's dude.
how
I think
are
the
you
union. I
working?
think the union protects them.
I think it's because they don't. I think they know they're not gonna make it, so they don't want to fire them. So they're just gonna let them.
But the dude's been here for years.
Yeah,
He's
we have
gotta-
guys like that too, but I think it's like they're not paying them nothing. Like if they show up half a week,
And they're still getting like
There's-
some of this work done.
yeah,
that-
they're still getting all
And
the shit work
and,
that
like,
nobody
honestly,
else wants to do.
getting
you
people
know?
in the trades. Like, look at there's nobody our age in the trades. There's a huge gap.
The gap
yeah.
is like
There's a
our age and
huge-
younger, but there's no like
not-
lower 30s.
Very
to
minimal.
mid-30s.
Very
And
minimal.
Think about it.
It's
Yeah.
like the
Look,
early.
you know what? There's what Corey and Butchie
Mhm.
like,
Jake,
and
Jake and
Jake-
Stringer.
and Cody. Those are probably
Yep.
the only 4 dudes that I know
That are
in their like 30 range or
Yep.
upper like 20s. Everyone else is probably
Everyone else is either
45 and-
40s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and then there's like me and Matt.
Yeah.
Or
There's
age.
so many young.
You know, you
like-
got Colin.
Like,
uh,
so many like a gap.
Who's the other guy?
Furch, Jake Renz, all those guys.
Who's
are
the
from
other guy
same
that was
class.
at Madison? Bug's job. Cade.
Oh, Caden.
Caden.
Like, he's new. He's like 19.
He's
like,
19,
just a
yep.
bunch of young dudes.
So
You kind of like seeing like.
I think, yeah, I
They-
think it's growing a little bit, you know, because
I think you're gonna see like the age of everyone having to go to school. That's gonna die down, which I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah,
a lot
no,
of
that's
people
the
don't.
worst. You go through high school and they drill it in your head. Like,
Oh,
you have
yeah,
to, you
yeah.
have to go to an
Hell yeah,
expensive
that's-
four-year university to be
Mm-hmm.
successful. I'm like, I know people, general laborers, didn't go to college, make twice as much as
Dude,
teachers.
you're making more.
no
Yeah,
debt.
you're making more than the teachers. They don't ever tell you about that.
Mhm.
My mom like pushed. I had to go to college because that's all they would send us in the mail, like the
Mhm.
guidance teacher.
Yeah.
Like, that's all they would talk about. Dude, literally went to college. Got as soon as I was done with school. You're there making more money than all them
Yeah.
teachers that were like maybe one teacher in the school.
and you don't have
making,
the debt.
Yeah,
you-
like
literally,
what?
For my
That's what-
apprenticeship, I got paid to go to school. Like we went Mondays. You get paid your hourly wage to be there.
Yep.
Then, like by like the third year of your apprenticeship, you're already making like close to $30 an hour.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm already making more than like some of these teachers that told me I wasn't gonna graduate. Like I had teachers that sat
don't
me
like
and
that
another
shit.
kid down like, are you planning on graduating? Because at the rate you're going, it doesn't seem like you even want to be anything with
Yeah.
your life. And I'm just like,
And-
no, like you're
I mean, yeah,
you're
and
teaching me things that I can't even apply to anything right now. Like,
yeah,
And the other thing is like,
area of this triangle.
the other thing is like, people, like I get it. If you have something you want to do, like I know some people want to be teachers. And like if that's what your passion is, that's what makes you happy. Go
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
fucking
right.
teacher.
some
But
people you
don't-
know.
Don't go to a school that costs you $25,000 a year, getting all that debt when you're only gonna make like 40 grand once you like graduate. Like what's the point
Dude.
of that? You're gonna be paying it off your
We-
entire life.
right.
We have a buddy that went to school to be a teacher. He did one semester. He's like, ain't for me. Now he's out and freaking working for the union.
So at least that's good.
I know, but
At least
you
that it's
guys-
good that
you guys
he.
can hear me.
At least that it's good that he tried.
No, dude. So
Well, it's good they figured out that
Yeah.
it
I was
wasn't
on
what he
his
wanted
ass,
to
and
do.
I'm like, dude, you don't even realize the balls it took you to like not go and keep pursuing that. Because
Yeah.
You said I don't fucking like it.
You know how many people like?
Would just keep doing
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, because they're afraid of what everyone's gonna say.
Yeah,
They're
and
like,
they're
oh,
like-
you're not going to college anymore. You're a fuck up. You know,
Yeah,
your
they're
life's
like-
over.
Oh, I've already done 1 year. I might as well just finish it, even though I don't want to do this.
Yeah, like
Well, that
like-
was me my third by the end of my third year.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck this. When I literally had one semester.
I remember me and you talking, and like you're like, yeah, I don't want to do this, and I'm like, well, you're already so far, you might
Like,
as
I
well
literally
finish
had one
it.
semester
Like,
left. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, like, I'm obviously gonna finish it. But I knew that winter that I said that yet on the last one. Like I knew I was done. Like
Mhm.
I knew I wanted to do my own shit, get into my own businesses, like do small business type stuff. And like that's what I've been trying to pursue now since I got out of school. And I'm glad I had that time at school because it gave me that time to really like realize this is not what I want, and this is like the other thing, like to find other things that I'd really like to do.
that's what happened to me. I went to college for a year after high school, and after that, I was like, dude, I don't know, like, this isn't what I want to be doing with my life. I dropped out, and everyone's like, why'd you drop out of school and all that shit. And I went to work, and now I found like
Well, dude,
what
yeah.
I think I'm gonna love to do the rest of my life.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I didn't know what you wanted. Like, I had no idea what you wanted to do. You know, but like,
well,
when people
everyone's
ask me like, "Oh, what's Eric doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, I honestly have no idea."
everyone's like, well, even if you don't know what you want to do, you should still go to school. You can work on your gen eds before
Yeah.
you figure out. I'm like, no, that's like the biggest waste
Yeah.
of money ever.
Dude, You ever listen to Gary Vee? You should check
Yeah, I
him.
listen
Check
to him
out
a
Gary Vee.
Okay.
Look
little
him
bit.
up. Look him up on Instagram right now. Follow him. So Gary Vee.
Don't
So-
tell me how to live my life. If I don't want to follow him,
Fuck
I'm not
you.
gonna
You're
follow him.
following him. Follow him. He's a lot about like not even just entrepreneurship, but
This dude?
just kids.
Oh, okay. I've seen this
Just
guy.
kids our age and like really trying to find out what you want to do. So like for the next 10 years, instead of you going to school, you literally just go and work in all different areas of
Mhm.
like you find an interest in this, go work in it. You find like something in that, go work in it. See what you really like to do. So that's kind of, I think that was kind of like one of the intentions behind why we're doing this is to bring on friends
Mhm.
and just talk about like what they want to do. Like
Yeah.
really find each other's passion.
We want, yeah.
Well, that's
Like,
how,
I want all you guys to.
to be happy and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
work and like what you're doing.
No, I saw something on. One of my friends posted something the other day. It was like, it was something along the lines of, he's like, yeah, I want to be rich, but I want all my friends to be rich too.
Mhm.
Like, I don't care who gets it first, as long as we all end up in the same place
Yeah.
where we're all happy. You know what I mean?
That's so true.
Bringing like
Like, yeah, it's good to focus on what you want for yourself, but I want to see all my buddies succeed.
this is a good
Yeah.
transition right here. So
Yeah.
I was thinking of this. So I think it was probably my senior year of high school. I kind of like, I don't know, changed my mentality towards things. Because before, dude, I was just a little savage towards things. Like I was a hothead on shit. And then like that's why I went to school for psychology and all that.
Mhm.
Like I just had like a passion towards like I don't
And
know.
I gotta say, dude, I feel like that changed you.
Oh, dude, it for sure did because I don't-
Just,
there's like if you knew
dude,
who I
there's not
was,
too many people. Yeah, there's not. I mean, I didn't know you before that, but there's not too many people I know that think like you do.
It's
If you knew Matt back in like early high school, that dude, you'd be like, holy fuck, like.
so dude. So it was
Dude,
like it was like senior year when I was just all about like your mental aspect on how you view things and all that. So I was just thinking of like
Yeah, and I was gone by that point because I'm a year older.
it was
than
right.
you.
Yeah, it was right into my junior year, like to senior year transition, right when you guys left. And I'm like, who do you want to be remembered for, like in high school and stuff? Because like my dad had a bad rep for like being a hothead or like
Mhm.
could be an ass to people. So I'm like, that's not how I want to like leave here, you know?
Okay.
So then my biggest thing was like the stone in the water type thing, the little ripple effect. Like that's kind of how like it was the first time I like heard of that like analogy. So you probably meet like 1,000 people in your life, right?
Okay.
Like by the end of your life, you're probably gonna meet like
Yeah.
1,000 people through like this guy, through that guy.
Yeah,
blah,
at
blah.
least.
Okay, so now if I met Jake and Eric, well, they know a lot more people than that I don't know.
Mhm.
So like, it kind of ripples through that. So I meet these guys. I'm just one more person away from like meeting another person, you know.
That's true.
So then I was like, how do I want to be remembered? Like, you're gonna
Described
be like
as.
this, yeah, like this asshole. Oh, that guy's kind of a dick, or like,
Mhm.
oh, dude, like, he puts his heart into everything that he does. Like, he's just a nice guy. Like, blah blah blah. Like, and then I kind of looked at it like, I want to do small business type stuff. Well, one of the best ways to do that is just literally like
To know
person
people.
to
Know
person,
people.
yeah, like
Yeah.
knowing people. So if you just keep growing out through
Mhm.
your community, meeting new people, like you go, like I went to school, got to meet so many people at school.
Yeah.
Like I just looked at it as how am I going to network with those guys in 5-10 years? Like it might just seem like it's so minor when it's
Mhm.
happening, but like in my head, I was like, dude, like if I build a good relationship with these people, it's not to use them 10 years down the road. It's literally to create a little network with them. Because one, if I'm gonna go back to them people and try to do something with them, it's not just for me to succeed or grow. It's also to help them do the
Yeah.
same thing. And I don't know.
And that's part of like.
I don't know if that
you
makes
meet-
any sense.
No, I know what you mean, and I feel like you always meet someone, and it's for a reason.
Yeah.
Because
If you're
Yeah,
you're
if you-
purposely mindful
yeah,
of that,
if
I
you're
totally
mindful of
agree.
it, just think about
Yeah.
it. Like the last couple years, someone that you've met that you never thought that you would like really talk to. Like, have you ever gone back and you've messaged someone or you talk to someone, they're like, oh yeah, I kind of know this person.
Like that's like us. Like Jacob and I went to high school together. And we played sports together, but we weren't like super close friends or
No.
anything till we started. Literally, like earlier this year, we just started talking to each other again and hanging out. And now it's like
Yeah,
They're,
dude.
like my best friend.
See,
We
like
hang
now
out
I
every
like look
weekend.
at that. Like, you guys came back together. Well, now I get to meet Eric.
Exactly.
I never
Yeah.
would have met him.
like
but
I never would. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's
just-
kind of the same story with me and you.
Yeah, dude.
and
It's literally
and
exact-
you
it's
and
like-
me, Jason.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
know Tyler. I grew up with Tyler.
Yep.
Him and Tyler work together, and then I see Jason. I see he's got like an Ahern shirt. I'm like, oh, he works at Ahern. Oh, my buddy Tyler works at Ahern.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, Tyler works at Ahern. And then we talk, and now we're friends.
Hey.
And that's like same with me and Matt. We work together, and I'm like, okay, me and Eric
Yeah,
are hanging
dude.
out
And
one
that,
night.
like-
And where did we meet? Where did you? Oh, you guys met at the
That's at the
Schaefer's?
picnic.
Oh, I was at
the
the picnic.
picnic.
Yeah.
I don't remember a whole lot about like that whole night.
Dude, but like that's my like, and it's only been a couple months. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like who's to say we're not going to meet? Like I said,
10
like
more
them
people.
1,000 more that line
Yeah.
of people. Where and like now we're all just trying to find like what we like to do. Like, who knows what that chain's going to do for us down the road?
Mm-hmm.
And like that's just I don't know. That's it was years ago when I thought of like that whole idea of it, and now like you're kind of like I thought of it again today, like when we were gonna do this, like how it is kind of working out that way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, me and Jay, like, I mean, we were friends in high school, but it
Yeah.
wasn't probably till after where all of a sudden we're gonna just start hanging out again,
Yeah.
and
It
then
wasn't
in
like-
the last year
yeah.
for sure,
What-
we're just like we like bonded that much more too.
And
it's
how
just-
many people did you know in high school that you could call your buddies or your best
Oh, dude,
friends that you don't hang out with anymore?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a
The way that
for
shit
me, there's a
changes
lot,
is
yeah.
ridiculous.
So
I was best friends with how many people? I'm like, oh, dude, I'm gonna like
well,
this
but
dude's
a
gonna
lot of
meet
it-
my kids.
this guy's gonna be my wedding,
Yeah.
like that kind of shit.
And now
a
it's
lot
like
of a lot of it's for the better though, because I feel like my friends that I have now, after it's like I don't have like as many, like my friend group isn't as big or whatever.
Yep.
But all the friends that I hang out with, we all have the same goals. We want to be successful.
so,
we want
like,
to help each other out.
That's when
you
it's
know?
all right.
Yeah.
When like your circle narrows, but you're all on the
But
same
it also
path.
improves.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's the best way.
exactly.
Yeah, because there's friends
more
like
focused.
in high school that like I'm still friends with, but like I can tell they don't have like that same mindset I do.
With ambitions and
So
goals.
then like it kind of like brings like what I'm
It
when
kinda-
I'm sitting at home thinking by myself like my goals and ambitions, and then they don't have the same thing. It like brings my mentality
my
down.
my
Yeah.
cutoff is if they have something to say about it that's negative, then it's like fuck you.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't care if
now,
you. I don't
but-
care. I don't care if you were my best friend. But like if you're literally like, oh man, that's never gonna happen. Like there's a few friends where I was friends with in the last year or two, and they're like, oh yeah, like
just have a bad attitude.
cool. They're like, oh yeah, okay, like, all right, man. Like there's a reason. Now when you ask me why we haven't been hanging out in the last year or two, that's exactly why.
But I feel like that's how like me and you grew closer. is 'cause,
Together
like,
is because we were
we
cut,
talk we talk like this like in person like in a car when we're driving.
and that's why we
somewhere.
started this because
And then we're like, we should start recording this, dude. Like,
yeah, because
and
like,
then
these are the conversations we would have every day.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the time. And then like yeah, we grew up with the same people, and it's like you're not trying to cut these people out.
You're trying to make yourself better.
Yeah.
And
my
your
Yeah,
buddies
and then you're
is-
trying to bring them with, but if they're not biting that bullet after so long, it's like
It's like, dude, I
Why-
can't.
I can't
Keep
drag
sticking my
you.
neck
I
out for you.
can't- Yeah, I can't drag. Oh, dude,
Yeah,
I got one friend. When you say that, like it's just like,
right to the point.
oh yeah, like probably
did you
two
say?
of them. It's when you're sticking your
That's-
neck out
yeah.
for them. I can't keep
Oh,
sticking
yeah.
my neck out for you. I got
Yep.
two buddies. That
I've done
I
it
can
twice. It's like-
purposely,
Yeah.
like, that I've
me and
tried
you,
and tried
me
and
and
tried.
you laid into him that one day, and we're just like,
It's helped a little bit.
yeah,
but like
it has helped actually a lot. But that one day, he's like, I can't even like he wasn't employed at the time, and like we're just like, dude, I was like, just in the morning, just wake up, like start baby steps, and he's
Mhm.
just like, because he wasn't waking up till noon every
Yeah.
day, and we're
oh,
like,
dude.
you're not gonna get into the trades. Like he wanted Matt to get him into the trades, and Matt's like, I can't stick my neck out for you. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
well,
it's
just start small and like
Yeah.
we're like laid into him, like
There's
kinda
no
like-
rush.
And now he's doing good. Like
Mhm.
Doing,
There's also- it's
doing better,
hard.
a hell of a lot better than what he was. But I don't know. Like you still want to keep.
How do
seeing
you
more
guys
and
know?
more.
How do you guys know the line to draw? Let's say your buddy, your best friend or whatever is at a hard point in life, and you want like he's not doing good. How do you know when to draw the line to like, okay, I need to stop sticking my neck out for this guy? Like
when he's
I am
not,
trying to push him to be his best.
when he's not helping himself,
Yeah.
then you know that his mind is not
you know, because it's like he's your buddy and you want to see him succeed, but it's also like
Bro,
I can't keep doing.
lay
these-
it out for him. Tell him
Yeah.
that.
But
Like you gotta be like,
normally-
hey, man, like look, like here's X, Y, and Z. Here's what I try to do for you. Here's how you came back to that. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. I tried telling you to do this, and then say, hey, look, like I'll give you a last shot. Like I already laid it out for you. Here's the outline.
Here's
Here's,
what
the
it is.
fucking map. Like if you can't go after the treasure yourself, like I'm not gonna stick my head out and help you try to do
Yeah,
it.
like there's pointers that you give them, like start baby steps, start doing
Literally,
this and this.
that's like exactly what we do with
And-
our buddy.
And if like a month later you're like, hey man, are you like what's going on? And he's like, well, I'm still waking up at noon. Then you're like, well, obviously you don't even want to help yourself, so
Yep.
I'm not gonna.
Dude, you got to just be honest with them. Like, hey, like
Like-
I haven't seen you try to push yourself to do anything better for yourself. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sit here and wait for you to do
And
it.
it's like, sorry if I sound like a dick, but
That's
it's
what I
what
was
it
trying to
is.
say is like I didn't mean to be arrogant or whatever on the last time we talked about this kind of stuff, but like it comes down to that. Like, yeah, we're only in our 20s, but if we're seeing it right now, look at how many people are in their 40s or like 50s and aren't doing shit with their
Yeah.
life, literally because of their
have
mind.
no retirement money.
Yeah, because of their mindset. Dude, I remember one of the first times I talked to you about that. Like I was talking how I want to do like houses and all that, and I'm like, all these people we work with, a lot of them literally just go out, send it every weekend, have no fucking savings, get loans on everything. They just like,
Divorced.
oh, I'm gonna have my pension. Yeah,
yeah.
their relationships are shit. Like with one, their wife. If you got a shitty relationship with your wife, like how the hell do you expect to have good relationships with the other people around you? And then like they're like, oh man, like you guys are lucky. You're gonna have a good pension. Like I can't wait for my pension.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Like
And
that
another
pisses
thing-
me off. Like you're literally relying on one thing in your whole life for you to just be
Yeah.
happy or whatever. Like
That's the thing that really ticks me off is when people say stuff like that. Like, so this whole summer, I was doing a general labor job. I was on the road all summer working my butt off because I set a goal at the beginning of the summer. I was like, I want to save enough money so that when I'm in school, I can give all my dedication to school. I can do really good at that. So when I come out, I can have a good job. And everyone's like, oh, it must be nice that you don't have to work. You don't have to
we
work
just
all
talked
this.
about
You don't
that.
have to
It
work all this.
must be
And
nice.
Oh yeah, and then it's like,
Listen
and
to
it's
our
like,
last
okay,
podcast.
so
we just talked about
you're saying
that.
it must be nice that I don't have to work right now, but did you see me putting in those 14-hour
dude,
days this summer?
yes, like
I did that for a reason. Like, where were you when I was doing that?
Yeah.
hell
Probably sitting
yeah.
on your butt not
No,
doing
they're sitting there
anything.
bitching because you're not hanging out with them. It's like fuck you. I got goals in life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I
Every
like.
time I've heard that must be nice, I just look at him like it is
Oh.
fucking nice because you didn't see the fucking blood, sweat, and
Dude, I
tears
love-
that went into
You know
this
how many
feeling
people-
of
They're like,
nice.
oh, you have
You
all
know how
this
many
nice
people
stuff.
say that,
That's
Matt?
Great.
Oh, it
dude,
must be nice making
You
that
didn't see
much
how I
money an
got
hour.
it.
Do you?
Dude,
And you're just like,
we literally talked about this. It's
Listen
like
to our last podcast. Me and Matt
the
went
second
into
second
that.
to last.
Yep.
Two. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
That
it's
was like
like,
one of our
dude-
main points. Like, oh, it must be nice. And then I was just thinking last night. As soon as we got done recording, we talked about the pity party. The people you
Oh.
see like on Snapchat or Instagram, like, oh, why is everything bad gotta happen to me? Or like, this
You
is so
keep
shitty.
thinking all
like,
the bad stuff's gonna happen.
You don't
it's
even-
gonna keep happening.
why don't you talk to me? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we talk about that too, like visualizing like the positive things in
Yeah.
your life, your goals. Like
Gotta have a.
you
positive
gotta
mindset.
visualize it, yeah, before you go and get after it.
yeah.
And-
Goggins talks about that, about how
I
like
gotta piss.
how you can turn that like negative, like why does this
Jake,
always
go
happen to me?
Right
if
through
you,
that door.
you go right through that door. It's, yeah. Like if you're like, why is everything bad?
Don't play the
happening to me?
victim mindset.
All
the
of a sudden
victim
it's like
mindset.
this is happening to me, this is going to make me this much better. Like look at all these people that didn't just go through what I went through and I just figured out how
or
to
they
make
do
it
and they
through it.
roll through it like, oh, blah blah blah, it's happening.
Some of the
like,
best things that have happened to me have been the bad things though, because it changed you. Like it changes who you are a lot more than being successful.
dude, if
is.
you
Yeah.
can, dude, learn from your failures is like a huge thing. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I feel so
you're not-
fucking weird talking about this because we're so young, but imagine
not
taking this
failing, you're
mindset
not
for the
learning.
next 20 years. Like it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
it's
Most
gonna give you
people-
substantial dividends. Like it's
Yeah.
it's crazy, and that's why I'm excited to do this whole thing.
Yeah.
Not
Hell
trying to be
yeah,
like
dude.
that cocky person. It's just
No,
not,
yeah,
not a
that's-
lot. Not a lot of young people have the mindset of like, okay, I failed. Here's why I failed. This is
Yeah,
how I
dude.
can
Okay,
improve
so
on
like
it.
analyzing failures is a huge thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, "Oh, I failed," and they just continue to go on doing the same shit that they were doing. But it's like I had this. Like I've fucked up on some jobs and like concrete jobs and stuff. But it's like, stop, think about how you fucked it up, like what happened, how you're gonna do it better.
and
that
how
go-
you're gonna not have that happen. the
Yeah,
next
like
one.
if it keeps happening, that's your fault, dude.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
got to analyze that, change things up. Oh, that goes through everything. Like everything in life is like that. Oh, freaking dude,
Must
that
be
shit
nice,
gets me
dude.
fired up.
Oh,
Seriously,
I hate that.
it must be nice.
Yeah, we talked about that. Well, the last podcast that was up, but we did one last night. It's not up yet, so by the time this gets up, it'll be 2 podcasts
Yeah.
ago. But we're talking about the.
It's
It
in
must
there.
be nice. It's a whole mindset. It's a. I'm a victim card. Like, what I'm supposed to feel sorry for you, that
It's
you
like-
didn't put the work
yeah,
in that
exactly.
I put in. Like,
Why am I gonna feel sorry for someone when they put in half the effort that I did?
What are you doing now?
Making a spitter.
I gotta piss. You wanna pause it, Jay?
yeah, we'll pause it.
Turn it up a little bit.
Where did we leave off?
I don't know. I went to go piss.
No, what were you just saying though? You were talking. So we were talking about how at work, like 9 times out of 10, you don't want to do half the shit that you got to do.
Yeah.
At
But
least,
then-
And he said it could always be worse.
at least,
Oh yeah. So then, you were saying that
I said, well, that's
What-
why. That's
the
why.
hardest thing in the morning.
That's why I started running, is because I was like, well, what's the worst thing I could think of doing? And I'm like, I hate running. It's the absolute worst, dude. So I started running at 4 in the morning before
before
work. And so then you go to work and you're like, I used to really hate doing this, but I just did my cardio 2 hours ago. Like, that was way
And
worse
that
than this.
sucked.
So now all of a sudden I'm like, well, this is nothing because I just did my cardio that literally nobody else that I'm looking at or like look up to here has done yet. Like, it gives you that mental edge. Like, I just did the worst thing I could possibly think of.
I found one of the best ways too is if you can put a headphone in or whatever while you're
Oh
working.
my god.
Dude, don't even just listen to music.
Holy
Put
shit.
something on that is like
And actually,
podcast.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Music gets it for
So
me.
me
Some
put
days,
this
on
podcast
Fridays,
on.
dude.
Every day.
On Fridays for sure, I'll throw that music on.
yeah.
But
Luke,
like
Luke Combs and
at
Morgan Wallen
least
on a Friday.
oh yeah, for
Oh.
sure. For at least
Makes you want to have a fucking crack a beer after work. But yeah, like what Matt was saying,
at
when me and
least
Matt work together,
3 hours out of the day, you gotta
dude,
have
Yeah,
good
but
shit going in there.
But like what Matt was saying, like if you do like the feeling of like I listen to Luke Combs and who's the other one,
Morgan Wallen, yeah.
and it makes me want to crack a beer. Well, when I listen to HWMF or like Real AF with
hey,
Andy
listen to
Frisella,
Andy Frisella. That's another one you gotta
Okay.
look on.
when I'm listening to that, it's like I just want to fucking work.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I
I
want
feel
to
that
do.
one.
So
And
I
you think
put-
about it, how many podcasts are out there
There's not
for
a
the
lot
for the
dude.
blue collar?
Dude, that's
guy.
why HWMF blew up.
Blew up.
And that's why they're doing so good. I think that's why Andy Frisella's podcast is gonna do really good.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even consider us like blue collar. Like, yeah, it's a, like
but it's in the trades, like
we're in the trades.
Well,
like,
okay,
we're
let's
hard
talk about what we
workers.
all do, so everyone kind of knows.
I already got my. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
All right,
Matt.
well, just go again. Just go again.
yeah.
somebody else can bring it
Okay,
around.
Eric. So this is the first time me and Eric are on this podcast. We're like, fuck it.
You
I
can
saw,
All right,
yeah,
you start.
Jake
you
started
start.
off.
saw
Jake,
Matt's. Okay.
Jake, start it.
Jake,
Uh,
give your whole like background too, like how like
Where I started.
where you
and shit.
started out,
Oh,
like even
jeez.
through high school, like what you were doing in high school as far as work,
Okay.
what you like, like Eric was saying, like all the guidance counselors, like, oh, you have to go to college, blah blah blah.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
lay out why you
Okay.
didn't go that route.
Well,
You mix that in there with the coffee, or is that empty?
That's a spitter.
Oh, so, dang, that looks like really good.
it
actually.
does sound good. It does look really
Mix
good.
that.
though. Where'd you get
You
this
want
shit?
one? I got one in the
It's-
fridge.
Oh, that's
it
coffee. I thought it was
alcohol?
root
It's a
beer.
beer,
It's a beer.
dude.
It's a beer.
Oh, it's a bourbon.
It's a
Espresso
barrel. It's a
beer.
beer.
Highly acclaimed KBS.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of espresso beer. I
A
Yeah,
flavored-
It's a coffee. It's a. You want one?
A flavored
How many
stout
you have?
espresso.
If you have it.
I mean, if you
I got
if you got
one
a
in the
cup-
fridge, and I can get some cool.
yeah, do it. I think we
I'll
should all
take
try one.
Yeah,
All right,
take
I'll
one
get
of
it.
those.
I'll get it going.
We got to think about too what we're gonna do at the end.
How to finish.
We gotta. Yeah, we gotta. We have a
Alright,
good
alright,
finisher.
but-
Okay, but anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess. Oh fuck, that was a couple of years ago already, I guess. But
We're getting old,
Um,
dude.
yeah, we are. I guess you kind of know. When you're a teenager, what you kind of know what you're good at, and what you're not so good at. Like, if I'm being honest, I did all right on tests and all that shit, but I never liked Well, be honest, who likes studying? And I'm like, do I really want to go to college? Because I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I did know that my favorite classes were shop classes and auto classes and work. I always knew I was kind of
Hands-on
Yeah.
stuff.
I always
Yeah.
kind of knew I was good with my hands.
Girls like that.
So I guess I kind of figured that out, and then what's a good thing that schools do is the tours. We're gonna go.
We
We're
had
gonna-
good tour, like Skills USA.
Yeah,
We got to
yeah,
tour local
yep,
businesses and stuff.
yep.
Yeah.
You kind of, it's kind of good to know that the schools, take you to that shit. But honestly, like we were saying before, they really do push college on you,
Oh yeah.
on everybody.
100%.
They make you feel like you're gonna be a failure if you don't.
Oh
get a
hell yeah,
diploma.
dude.
I mean, they had me dude, just because of what school told me. I was touring like UW Oshkosh. I toured Stevens Point, UW Milwaukee. Like I honestly thought that I was gonna go to those schools. I was like, I don't know. I guess I'll go for business or something. Like I had no idea.
So where did it change?
It changed when our new shop teacher came to Oakfield.
Al.
Al Kamensky. Yep.
Al.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big Al.
You
Good
guys
guy?
have to meet him.
He's Big Al.
Yeah. Is he a big
he
guy?
he
Yeah.
used to work at an auto.
He was a mechanic.
He used to be an auto mechanic. I mean, he still is. He knows his shit. And stuff happened at our school where, the tech teacher kind of he got resigned to leave or whatever. But
they strongly encourage.
yeah, they
his
strongly encourage him
resignation.
to
He's
resign.
getting naughty students.
But so anyway, he came, and I knew this guy for a while because he used to be my neighbor, and he became the new shop teacher. And when he came, he really brought like that drive that a lot of blue collar guys have, and it kind of woke me up as a student, because I'm like, holy crap, this guy really knows what he's talking about, and he's got that drive, and he's good with his hands. And senior year, I was just like one of his favorite students because I was every day we're going out in the shop in the high school, and we're like, all right, we're gonna do this today. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna fucking make shit happen.
Enthusiasm towards
Yeah.
what you guys are doing.
Yeah, and he was
You
a
wanted to
good
learn
teacher.
this stuff.
Yep. So anyway, we toured we toured Ahern, we toured Mercury Marine, a couple other places. I don't know. I guess I kind of just fell into. I started at Ahern. That's where Jason works right now, as a plumber. I was there for 2 years. I don't know.
You were a plumber?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I did and I was just about to start my apprenticeship.
Right out of high school, you started as a plumber.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're just like, it's not for me. This isn't
I-
it. Like,
It was a very good experience because I learned a lot. I know how to do a little bit of plumbing now and shit, and soldering and all that stuff. But like I guess it's hard to tell out of high school I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Don't
I
worry,
knew
like, people are like, that's what this is about, man. Like, still
Yeah.
trying to figure out like what
I
you wanna
knew
do, like finding your
that I
passion.
wanted to make money, and I knew like 80% that I didn't want to go to college. I thought about like Moraine Park, doing
Like tech
apprenticeship,
schools and
yep,
stuff,
tech
yeah.
school, stuff like that. Because that's kind of what my dad did, and
We got a couple buddies that did like tech school stuff
Yep.
too,
Yep.
but like then they went
know,
into
welding,
their little
stuff
trade
like
for a
that.
little bit, and then they like found something else better out of
Yeah.
that. But they were able to pay that off because it was such a smaller amount,
Mhm.
you know, versus it going to like a 4 year.
Yeah,
Well, I
4
know
years
so
ago.
many people get a 4-year degree and then get a job and they don't even use their diploma
Oh,
for anything.
dude.
It's
Yeah.
just wasted money.
you're looking at one right over
I was
here.
gonna say I'm sitting right here, dude. God, I don't care.
I don't know. I mean,
So you quit Ahern and then you go to Smith.
it was, yeah, I was kind of
Right?
Yep.
Well, you're how old then? 18?
Right. Yeah, I was
19.
18 when I started at Ahern.
So you were still 19 at Smith when you started?
Yep.
That
So
was
it's
like last November. So like
yep.
this time last year.
My uncle works there. My ex-girlfriend's dad works there, and he was the one that kind of recommended to me because I was actually Ahern was actually pretty slow, and they told me like, yeah, you can start. one of my bosses was like, yeah, you should start your apprenticeship. You know, you show up to work on time. Like I had that drive before I graduated. Like I knew how to work because I've had a couple jobs before that. I did the
remember
school to work.
I remember when you were working forklift driving on the
Mhm.
weekends, and you do work 2 12s on a
Yeah.
Saturday 12 and a Sunday 12.
definitely-
So it'll be like I work 24 hours this weekend.
You'd
I'm
say
like,
you get
damn.
that from like your dad, grandpa,
Yeah.
like running the like
My
just
dad.
kind of see it growing up.
Yep, my dad. He taught me. You know, he knew that I had to get my shit together, and he knew that.
He wanted you to though.
Yeah.
too. Like he was pushing you to
He-
do that.
You know, I had my first job when I was 14. I worked at Culver's, and then I worked a couple other places.
Hell yeah.
And so I kind of got that when I was earlier. I knew, I knew,
Developing that work
yep,
ethic.
I knew you had to show up on time, and I knew that you had to work
Yeah.
hard and always stay busy. So that kind of helped me. For Ahern, he told me, he's like, yeah, we should get you your apprenticeship. And I was like, I got to go to school for 5 years. I got to do all this stuff, and I really don't know if I want to do this forever. So, and to be honest, if I stuck with it, I'd probably be fine. I'd probably be like a third-year apprentice by now, making, I don't know, like $25 an hour as a plumber. But that was a good starting point. And then anyway, yeah, my ex-girlfriend's dad kind of, oh, you should come work at C.D. Smith.
That's a touchy subject.
That is,
Ex-girlfriend.
Thank God for her though. Thank God for her.
Thank God for her
Yeah.
dad.
Well, if you look at it, it's probably put in place for a reason.
Hey, like you
Yeah.
said, man, you meet
Mhm.
people for a reason. And, like that was one of them. Like,
yeah.
she
Seriously. That was
I
one of them.
guess. I
Think
never
about
really
it.
thought
Think about it.
like
Like, you
that.
probably would not be sitting here.
Maybe that was the reason.
You probably
That's
would not be
true.
sitting here if you did not meet her.
yeah.
That's
Would-
true.
Would know Matt.
That
For-
is true.
for real.
I wouldn't know you
Because
probably.
I met Jake, so I had to get. So I was kind of like, I guess, is that the end of yours? I can kind of carry off from there. Or,
Yeah, I
like,
mean, I
What do
guess
you? Okay, wait. One
basically I
more
started-
question though. Like,
Okay.
as far as like being at Smith and stuff,
Mhm.
like, do you like what you do? What do you want to do there? Because like right now you're a laborer. There's
Mhm.
a lot of other stuff that you're opened up to. Like
And
there's
we-
a lot of options.
And there's
there.
a lot of
We
laborers.
should say
Yeah.
Smith is a general contractor.
Yeah, and there's
in the
tons of
state-
trades in that company that you can become a part of.
Yeah, Ahern.
Okay, so
They-
yeah.
they
Ahern's a
offer- for
mechanical
those of you
contractor,
listening,
like,
C.D. Smith is a general contractor construction company.
Yep.
Based out of
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yep.
But, I don't know where is it mainly Wisconsin?
Well, they go everywhere.
They go everywhere.
California.
Yeah.
They got
Okay,
some
so
big
it's
jobs
kinda-
in Nebraska.
okay.
Right now.
Okay,
but
yeah,
they're a
so it's-
general contractor. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so any trade you really want.
But another like lesson is some of that shit can pop up out of nowhere. Cause honestly, I never thought about being a construction worker. I thought about it like, oh yeah, my grandpa's a carpenter, my uncle's a carpenter. Both my uncles are carpenters, and I'm like, I don't know. Like I always thought they didn't make that good of money, and
Yeah.
it wasn't that fun and shit like that. But now it's like, I've been doing it for over a year, and I don't know. It's just
Where do you want to go? Like, what do you see? You don't even have to stick with the trades. Like, you don't have to say that you want to stick with
yeah.
the trades. Like, if there's something else, like you were talking like taxidermy. Like, if you like taxidermy, like,
yeah, that's.
dude, like right now, like
So like that's what this podcast should be about, is figuring out what you
it is, dude.
your
That-
passion.
That's
That
why
is
you're
what it
on,
is.
bro. Like,
That's
that's
what
why
it
we're,
is.
that's why
that's
we're
what
like.
it's for.
It's like a lot of people don't actually take the time to think about what they want,
Dude,
right? And then you're not laying
I
out.
spend-
You're not laying out like a vision or a plan
Yeah.
of the stuff that you want in your life.
I
Like, that's
spend
what this
so
is
many
about.
hours after work, during work, before work, in bed. Like,
Shit,
is this what God really wants me to do?
Yeah.
You know, is this what I should be doing? But I think that's a good mindset for everybody, you know, in the community. Like, if you have that mindset to think,
Ahead. Keep
To think
pushing
ahead,
forward,
like-
to push forward, to want
Yeah.
more.
like, there's so many people out there that just do mindless work and they don't think about their future and like how they're gonna work their way up as a, you know, through the company, or which is, you know,
Or
that's fine
even
for
if
some
they
people.
want to, or go
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Like some people just want to show up to work and
Oh,
go
yeah.
home. You know, get their paycheck and go home and worry about something else.
That's
for
like
us-
life with little meaning to me. But
Yeah. For us, I think all of us four are constantly thinking about our future.
Dude, that's I was kind of weird, but I was at the dentist a few weeks ago, and I was talking to my hygienist. She's like, "Yeah, my husband's a lineman, and he just comes home from work every day, and he's always pissed off because we get all these young kids who come in. They want to work their 40, get their paychecks, don't really care about learning anything. They just want to be on the clock so they get their money and leave. and they don't want to work any overtime or anything like that. I'm like, bro, if I was in your shoes, I was making $40 an hour. I'd be like, give me all the overtime you can get, time and a half, like,
And
holy
give me all the
shit.
info you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's,
That's
a
the
big
biggest
thing.
part.
Everything.
Yeah. So
Because you're not gonna get the hours, you're not gonna get the overtime if you become like, for us, like if you're a journeyman, and we've had some journeymen come through that are just like garbage.
yeah,
It's like
Joe.
we've seen like pre-apprentices that know more than some of these journeymen. It's like obviously like they just skated through their apprenticeship, skated through like the past like 5 years of their life, and didn't want to learn anything. Like
that's one of the number one things. Like I would tell you, I think I already told you this, Jake. But every time when I get like meet a new soup, that's one of the first things I tell them. Like when they ask who you are, like whenever you get like that minute to just talk to them or whatever, it's like, tell me everything you know. Tell me why I'm doing something. Tell me what I need to do. Like tell me how it needs to be done. I want to know every detail on all of it. Like I want to know I want to know why you want me to do this now versus like in 4 days, or like why is it got to be like why does it got to be XYZ and not backwards or whatever, you know?
Exactly.
Like, and then like it's just the little things, like you just keep picking that up.
And honestly, guys, it's like if you have that drive in your head, that shit will come. Like it'll come with how you think. Like I don't know, when I first started, I asked my boss, we were pouring concrete, we were doing a footing, and I asked him, like, I was like, he told the concrete driver, he's like, yeah, we're gonna pour it at a 6. I had no idea what that meant, so I asked him, I'm like, what does that mean? What does pour it at a 6 mean?
Yep.
He's like, oh, he's like, you wanna know? I'm like, yeah. Like
That's
just
the stuff
that
that's-
question
Dude, it-
sets you out. Like
I
it
was just gonna say
it-
that's what separates you from
it
everybody
separates
else.
you
It shows
from
that
everybody else.
You're willing to learn. and
Yes.
You're
Oh,
not
yeah.
just there for your paycheck, but like
Dude,
yeah.
Jake was pissed off like last week. I think he texted me like, dude, I'm fucking sick of this. Blah blah.
Dude,
I was like, dude, like, you just gotta keep putting those little questions in there. Like, well, how can I do this? Like, I was like, just stay a little longer than everybody else.
Mhm.
Like, whatever it comes down to. Like,
and be the first one out
yeah,
on break.
It's like as
After
soon as
break
it's time to
time.
break, go
Get
like,
out.
get that little shit done. And like, I was like, you're literally just starting.
Mhm.
Like that's gonna like Joel just asking you to come to the next job site that he's gonna start up.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge, dude.
That is.
When a soup wants to take you to go help do the next thing, not only are they
they're putting you under their wing.
yes,
Like,
and like that's big on them, but when they're like doing that, you gotta understand it's not just you seeing that or like the guys at your job site seeing that. It's that
The
rest
whole-
of the company is like, oh, like who's this guy? You know, like
they're not gonna do that for everybody. They're gonna do it for the.
you can
people
be a
that
kiss ass, but that's completely different. Being a kiss
They-
ass and actually trying to learn something, that's two different
Oh, yeah.
things.
if you're high up in a company, they've seen 100 kiss asses before.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. There's
They
a
know a
difference
kiss
between
ass.
a kiss ass and somebody that's trying to actually
And
learn.
for me, it took a long time to like. I used to not ask questions because I'm like, well, that's a stupid question. Because look what they know and look what I know. Like to them, that's a stupid.
oh
question.
yeah, dude, you'll get some of them guys that are dicks about it. Too.
But then
Like,
at
"Oh,
the
that's
same
fucking
time, like
stupid."
I'd ask like, well, why do it? Why are you doing that? Like why? And they'd look at you like, are you fucking kidding me? Like why are you asking me this? And then I'd rebuttal with that like, I'm supposed to be learning right now. Like I'm asking you because I'm interested. And then like as soon
Yes.
as like that like registered, it was just like there are no real stupid questions
questions.
because like you're here to learn. Like
some of the guys will say that, like, hey, like if you got a question, just ask me. There are no stupid questions.
You
Like,
could- you
those are the guys you want to like,
yeah.
and like we've been lucky, dude. Some of the guys that we've met so far, we've had nice soups. There are a lot of dicks out there, and we've had a lot of nice guys that have just been
We have.
right there to like help you out. And that's
yeah.
I don't. Sometimes I think like that's just part of like showing people who you are. You know, where like I want to learn this stuff. I want to do this. Like, because if you're gonna end up like with a dickhead, like they're not gonna recommend your name. So then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you end up with somebody that's
And-
nice and like.
Yeah, and it's not always gonna be right away because when I first met Joel, my boss, I was like, yeah, this guy's a douche. This guy, like, I'm not gonna learn anything from this guy. Look at us now. A couple months later, and we're like, he's asking me to go on his next job.
Yeah, like he wants you to learn that.
Yeah.
But like you showed him that you wanted to learn that.
And
that's
a lot of
another
that's
thing,
from
too,
you,
like-
dude. A lot of times I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah,
This-
like you get
like this job.
can suck
is-
my ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
this job is kicking my
There's
ass.
A lot of days where I think that.
It's not worth the money. I'll go do something else. But then
Yeah.
like me and Matt talk, and he's like, dude. He's like,
Believe me, like there's days where like I go and I'm like wake up and like you got your honey next to you, like all comfy in bed, and you're like, oh dude, I could really just stay here. Like this sucks. But then I'm just like, you know what? Like Dad did it, Grandpa did it.
Yup,
Like, dude, I gotta
yup.
grow up. Like it's
Jacob was
time.
texting me the other day. It was like 4:00 in the afternoon. He's still at work. I was like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Like normally you're done at like 3 or whatever. He's
Mhm.
like all pissed off. He's like, yeah, the boss is making us do overtime and shit today. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. I wish I was doing overtime. He texts me
Does
back.
I
He
tell
texts me
him,
back
though?
and he's like, you know what? You're right. Like
Yeah. Dude, there's
got
like,
it so much better than so many people.
oh
Like,
yeah, there's a lot of times like okay, so I heard this on the way here. I was listening to the podcast on the way here, and so say you were to go home every night and you just sat on the computer for 2 hours or whatever, didn't do anything for like on a Saturday morning, like right now, like doing this, like I feel like yeah, maybe we're not going to become all these like these millionaires from like just these conversations or whatever, but like we're literally getting the feedback from each other right now that shows like yeah, those little things you say to me that helps me like push
Well,
myself further.
Put the podcast aside. Like this is the conversations I like to have with my friends because it makes you, you know.
Yeah. So like I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm like a couple minutes of you like taking the time out to say to Jake like, hey man, like be lucky that you're doing this.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
he's done the same stuff to me. Like I'll
Mhm.
like him and I text each other all the time. Like for having a shitty day at work, and then like the other person be like, hey dude, like you got it good. Like get your shit together, go back to work, and you're like, you know what? Like I have it better than a lot of people have it.
Mhm.
Dude. So you talked about like how people. Eventually, we're gonna have to get back into who the hell's who because that's where we were left off.
Yeah, I know.
But
This podcast is.
Eric, you were saying before how like people won't take that overtime. So, like, at our
They're
age,
sitting there. It's like 42 hours. Fucking bullshit, dude.
dude,
I want to go home.
yeah, I just want to go have a beer. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. Like, at our like, I do want to have a beer too, but I'm gonna feel a hell of a lot better
Well,
after 60
yeah.
hours, you know. Than
After
40.
that Saturday, that beer's gonna taste a lot
I
better.
do that all the time at work though, like just to play people out. Like, dude, this fucking sucks. And if they're like, yeah, dude, I really don't want to be here, then I know it's game on. Like,
Yeah, like
it's
you
time to
fuck-
fucking fire it into you now.
Yeah, dude.
I
Oh,
know.
for
But
sure.
like some of them, you're just like, yeah, this sucks, and then instantly they're just like, dude, it's not that bad. Like, what do you fuck you thinking?
Dude,
And I'm
okay,
just like, I'm like, all right, well, dude, I was just like,
Hey,
then I know it's like me and you are gonna click.
I
like-
literally
Yeah.
told Jason about this. I was like, yeah, I did this to Jake one day. Like, I was giving him shit the whole day. And, like, he snapped. He wouldn't talk to me the rest of the day. And then I just kept feeding it to him. And then I'm like, bro, you know I'm just messing with you. Like, and then he's just like, all of a sudden after the break, he's like, yeah, we just started jamming to tunes and stuff. And he's like, all good to go.
It was like a Tuesday.
I was just messing with him, like, to get him, like, I don't know, like you were just saying, like, you're just, like, kind of like, yeah, this fucking sucks.
A lot of
man.
shit was you talking about my sister.
Oh, then yeah, like, dude, you gotta find like the little things that like
You
can
gotta-
hit at people
yeah.
though, like because you know, like I'm pretty good at like if I can find something that gets you a little irritated, I can ride you all
Yeah.
day on it, and then at the end of the day, just flip it, and then you're just like, man, you're right, dude. Like you got me. So I totally forgot like where were you going with that. I was talking about how like a lot of people won't put the overtime in, but.
Yeah.
At our age, that's huge. To do like them 2 hours extra or whatever. Because if you do 2 hours extra every week, imagine doing that for 20 years. Like versus
Oh, yeah.
like somebody that's already had their 30, 40 years in. Like a lot of them will be like, oh fuck that, man. I put my time in. You hear
Yeah,
that all the
yeah,
time.
I put my time in already."
Man, like it's like yeah, but like where are you? Like where are you really?
Yeah, dude, you're in the same
Do
spot
you
you
have
have
it?
been for 13
Yeah, do you have
years.
exactly? And
Yeah.
like that's one of the things that also has helped change my perspective on things. It's like you're working with guys that have literally been in the same spot doing the same thing for 20 plus years, and they have no direction into life. They're like, yeah, like I just come here, I go to work,
Yep.
blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
I put my time in. Like
I got 8 more years and I'm done. Like,
yeah,
dude,
like I put my time in, dude. It's like, what do you got to show for it? And they're like, oh, I got a new truck, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but literally anybody can go do that. Like, I mean, if they're working, like obviously, but I think
Like-
it's bigger than that. Like, it's bigger than just being able to say, oh, I got this and that. Like,
yeah.
my thing now is like, dude, I'm young as shit, but I think going to school for psychology. You ever like listen to Tony Robbins?
Oh yeah.
That's the shit I would like to do. Like if I could just
Okay.
take like a couple people and just work on like one or two guys at a time and just keep trying to make them better themselves,
Mhm.
better themselves, and then like make the people around them better, like that ripple effect that I was talking about before. I can still like, if I still had to go to the trades and just do that, but like that's why I'm trying to get into like the small business stuff, do the real estate stuff, so I have that time freedom, so where I can just grab guys and be like, hey, look, like, let's go do this. Like,
Mhm.
what do you like to do? Let's run with it. Like, how can I help you run with that?
Yeah. What can I do?
Yeah, like I don't want to just be like, oh, I put my time in. I got my 40 in. Fuck it, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
no, I would, dude. I was telling Jay like on the other podcast, I can put 40 hours in at work, and then go put another 30 in on the week on 2 days, and feel like way better than I did
Yeah.
for putting that 40
for
in on
sure.
the week. Like,
Well, this is something that Jacob and I talk about all the time. Is because us and a lot of our friends are doing trade jobs and stuff, but we're all doing different things. Like we all know a little bit more. Like we all know something about something
Uh-huh.
different. So we're like, yeah, we're gonna work our normal jobs and shit. But like once we're all like, I got an apprenticeship coming up, but once I get a couple years into that, I'll be able to do more electrical work by myself. My buddy does carpentry and stuff. Jacob knows how to do
working
concrete.
together,
I'm like, yeah, we can work together on these jobs.
make your own little thing.
exactly.
Like, dude, let me
That's
tell you
how
right
stuff
now-
starts.
On the
That's how
side,
stuff
yeah.
Got
starts.
an HVAC guy over
Yeah,
here.
you got
Dude,
you got
no,
HVAC.
that's hey. I got a
You can do all my
brother-in-law. I
AC.
got a brother-in-law that literally builds houses. Him and his
Mhm.
dad. Like, this is what I mean. Like,
Like,
when
dude,
when I
this-
was talking about like the little ripple effect. I met you.
Yep,
You met
yep.
you. I got to meet you because I met this guy.
Yep.
Like, who the hell knows what's gonna happen in a couple years?
Oh,
Because
dude,
if we lock in on it, and you just try to use that to your advantage to
Mhm.
get somewhere, not only just you, but like your buddies, but all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have a direction in life is way different than just going to work every day and like saying,
Yeah.
I put my time in. I
Yeah.
think that's a huge difference.
There's a huge difference between going to work for your check and going to work to better yourself.
Yeah.
Like
Like that.
You, like you
can
think
do
about
that.
it, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how much you bring home. It's like if you know what you want to do and you like doing it, like every day you should try to progress in some sort of way.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's what that
You
book's
know?
about too. You guys got to read that book.
Yeah,
I'm
if-
huge
if
on
you haven't
reading.
read,
If you guys haven't started reading, they're like listen to like obviously started listening to podcasts or whatever, but
Right.
you can
start reading even if it's like 10
Yeah.
minutes a night, dude.
or download like the audio book
And
of
listen to it
David
on work.
Goggins'
Oh,
book.
yeah,
Like
dude.
David
Okay.
Goggins' book is honestly the most eye-opening thing I've ever read in my life.
My biggest thing, I probably spent more on books than I have on booze in the last like 2
And
years.
dude, that
and that's I think
that
mentally.
says
Not many,
a
not many
lot.
people your age can say that.
Oh, dude, I think that's made a huge difference.
it's 2020, and like
I'm-
I still feel like there's hope for
I feel like if looking at
Our
2020,
generation.
yes.
if
Yeah.
Yeah.
going through 2020,
work,
if you're not bettering yourself with all this free time that
And the
everybody
technology.
has,
Oh, dude, the whole
Dude.
with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
saw this-
probably can't say that. I'll get this shit. Will be
I saw this TikTok and it was like, I think I said it to you, Eric. I'm not sure if I did, but it was like our parents' generation had a Wonder Woman. Now our generation, you wonder if it's a woman.
So,
Just
yeah,
shit like
Jay,
that.
No, for real though, like we have all this time. You can be sitting at home all like upset about, oh, I didn't get this, or I wish I could have done this, and like, dude, in the past week I was thinking that stuff too. I'm like, dang, like this sucks. Like, what I could be doing this or that. Like, I was
Yeah.
looking so forward to doing this because I just like one, it just provides value for like each other talking about it. But
Yeah.
then, like, yeah, bringing more people into it, and then I just hope you just get more views, and I hope somebody just sees it and is like, hell yeah, like I feel what they're talking about.
And like we said before, dude, there's not that many podcasts out there that talk about this shit that we're talking about.
yeah,
A couple, I mean, I don't
not
know,
too many that
a handful.
I don't really know too many.
Some, obviously some are doing really well.
I'm sure that a lot of them are probably older guys,
Mhm.
where they're like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that.
Okay,
and,
so
like,
let's
I
yeah,
like
let's
taking their knowledge and then trying to like
Yeah,
maybe where
and-
that little like connection, like that little node to other
can,
people.
can go. And
Yeah, to the younger like.
it's
All right, we got to wrap yours up and go.
yeah,
go
we
over to
gotta.
Jay.
So anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes because we're all still pretty young.
Oh hell yeah.
So yeah, you guys heard my story, kind of, and where I am now. I don't really know where I'm gonna be, to be honest.
But at
My
least you're not
boss-
sitting on your butt doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm making money.
No.
But- but
my
you-
boss asked me the other
Trying to
day.
better yourself.
He
every
said,
day.
"Oh, you been here a year already?" I was like, "Yeah, I started last November." He's like, "Oh, well, someone's gonna come talk to you about apprenticeship soon.
Dude, should I call Aaron about that? This coming week?
And I was like,
Can you tell him that?
yeah. She's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, I already have pouches, carpenter pouches. I already have framing pouches and all that shit. And I was like, I'll either be a carpenter or I wouldn't mind being an operator, but I'm pretty sure
That's
at
like
Smith.
it, though.
at Smith, there's a lot of people in line to be an operator.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of keeping those two options open. So
And
you guys,
no line much past that.
yeah. So you guys kind of heard my story. That's where I'm at. I'm 20 years old.
I love that
Um,
part though. Like people are like, oh fuck that. Like you
Yeah.
know, like that's what I was trying to say though. Like I think of the reason a lot of people will get mad when they hear like how young half of us are,
Mhm.
it's gonna be like maybe it's because they're not doing shit with their life.
Yeah, then they get mad. They get mad at
Right?
you.
Facts.
Right?
They get mad at
Hey,
you
right,
because they
though?
can look at.
Hey.
They don't
Hey.
want to look at
I know
themselves.
they
you know
say,
what I mean?
look at this young and hopeful
Like we said
bastard.
before,
You
yeah.
know? Oh,
Like we
dude,
said
it's like-
before.
It must be nice.
yeah.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Oh
like,
yeah, well, hey, I like your enthusiasm, but you just give it 10 years and see what life puts you down the
Yeah.
drain. Kiss my ass, dude. It's because your mentality of looking at shit like, oh, I'm the victim
Yeah.
of this. Like, you're the one that determines how that shit
Yeah.
ends.
Mhm.
Like, if you want to sit there and sulk, oh, you're 40, and oh, I don't got this, I don't got that. It's like you
Uh-huh.
haven't put the fucking work in to do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's so true.
I can look at back at like, so I'm 24. I can look back at like the past 6 years since I've been out of high school, and it's like, look at all this time wasted. Like,
Hmm. But you're also,
you know what I mean?
think about it, you're also pretty young.
Well, that's why we started this.
Yeah,
That's
we
why-
do. We do.
That's why me and Matt started this whole thing, is because we're sick of wasting time. Like,
Mhm.
we
What's stopping us from?
who cares if nothing happens of this? Like, we'll be on to the next thing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if nobody listens to this,
I don't want to be 40 years old and look
I-
back and think, well, what if I did this? What if I did that? It's like,
yeah,
now's the
or,
time.
yeah,
to,
I don't want to be 40 years old and be like, I should have done this.
Yeah,
Why didn't I do that?
yeah. What if I would have actually taken the initiative and did what I had thought of doing?
Mhm.
Because I feel like everybody has those thoughts of like, I could do
Yeah,
this.
It
I
just
could do
depends how
that.
far you want to take them with, putting the effort in.
Yeah, I don't want to be 40 or 50 thinking, coulda,
would-
shoulda.
I would rather try at something that I love to do and fail at it than be 40 and be like, man, I wonder what would have happened if
Yeah,
I would've tried to do
absolutely.
this.
Absolutely. And that's kind of the whole like reason we started this whole thing. Really is,
This is literally our accountability mirror.
yeah,
No, like that's
Yeah,
yeah,
that's well said.
that's what it is. Like we do this to hold each other accountable to say at the end of the week, like, what did you get done this week to
Mhm.
better yourself?
yep.
Yeah, and it's not like you're being a douche. It's
Oh man,
Like,
you're trying to like we said, we're trying to bring our friends
Yeah.
up. You're trying to bring yourself up. Like we're trying to hold each other accountable to every action that they do.
and
Well,
if
I
you
just said it the last podcast. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. Like,
Dude, you're working on it though. Like
well,
we
you
talk-
gotta
like,
start
dude, you gotta
working
start.
on
You gotta
something.
you start
know?
where you are. Like
And-
some people start 10 steps ahead. Somebody might have been holding themselves accountable to everything they do, like since the day they were 8 years old or whatever. Like
Mhm.
whatever was brought into them. Like
I
somebody might be 40 and finally flip the
Yep.
switch and say, "What have I been doing the last
Mhm.
40 years?"
better late than
I-
never.
Yeah.
I heard Jordan Peterson say this, and this is like I tell this to myself every day in the past like 8-10 months, and he said, you can't look at what somebody else is doing today. You can only look at what you were doing yesterday.
Holy shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
No, that's pretty. Makes a lot of sense.
all right, Matt. What
It-
do you got written down here?
You don't want to even see what I got in there.
All right, so
Wait, hold up.
Go ahead, start it.
Okay.
Hold up. Time
I'm
out.
looking at.
All right, wait. Go ahead.
Can I do an introduction?
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Should we, let's finish
So
this up.
yeah,
We can-
yeah.
maybe
Finish
we'll,
this up.
Maybe we'll end on my notes.
Okay, so you got Jake,
It's just-
Matt,
my notes might
Okay.
match this out. All right.
Matt, and Jason started the podcast. I don't know how many episodes they
I'll
did,
finish on this.
Okay.
This is
Yeah, you guys
can
can-
finish on that.
and then so I don't you. I
Jake,
know
you
Matt.
wanna, like,
Me
Jake
and
can
Matt
go,
know
Eric
each
can
other.
Go, or you want you
Me
can
and
go,
Matt
Jay,
work
or
together,
one of us can go.
and me and Jason, I used to work the same place as Jason, so that's how we kind of all know each other. And Eric is one of my good buddies, and he's gonna introduce himself. after like an hour and a half of
in the
recording.
red corner.
Literally an
you've all
hour
been
and
waiting
26
for.
minutes.
Yeah, hour and 26 minutes.
Oh yeah, bro, bring it in.
All right.
All right, so yeah, I'm Eric. Jacob and I went to high school together. So like we went to a pretty small high school, so like we knew each other, but we never, we weren't really like close friends or anything. Played sports together, stuff like that. So I graduated in 2018, and back to what we were talking about before, the whole thing about you need to go to college, you gotta do this. You're not gonna be a successful person if you don't go to a 4-year university. So I went to school right out of high school. I was gonna play football originally.
You went to.
I was gonna play football. I toured a bunch of schools to play football, and then I decided I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Where did you? You went to UW Foundry first?
I went to a local 2-year school.
Okay.
I did that for a year. I wasn't sure what I was like, what do I don't even know
your
what I want to do.
associates?
No, I went there for 1 year,
All right.
and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Why am I paying to go to school
Yeah.
right now? So I dropped out.
he had that mentality already.
I dropped out, and everyone's like, "Why aren't you going to school anymore? Like, what are you doing with your life? You're not doing
Your
this.
parents
you're
too,
not doing
right?
that."
Like your mom's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, and then, basically I took a year off,
Mhm.
and then this spring, Jacob and I got really close friends again.
How the fuck? Like, when is the first time we hung out? Really, to be honest, like.
Did you say he would had a big impact and like changing your
I
mentality?
was just about
towards
to get into that.
yeah.
Yeah, because beforehand, it was like I didn't really know what I want to do. I didn't have a whole lot of ambition for work or anything. Like, I'll be honest, like I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the drive that I do now. And Jacob and I started hanging out and stuff, and we'd literally sit down. We'd have conversations like this about, what do you want to do with your life? And then it was like,
And a lot of that was from Matt.
I like that. Hey, I like that shit.
I like that shit. I
there's
kind of
that
channeled.
ripple effect right
That's
there.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying though, dude. Like
I kind of channeled what you told me
I like
to him.
seeing that. I like seeing that now because like that. I don't know. That helps me like keep the mentality that I
Yeah.
have going down.
You know that the shit
it's
that you're
affecting
saying
people already.
is
you know?
affecting people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
so,
piss.
so then this past summer, I was looking for a job, didn't want to do. I had a previous job, doing electrical work and stuff, and I figured, hey, I want to go to school. I think I could see myself doing this the rest of my life. And so I was planning to go to technical college for it this fall, but I was like, I need something to do this summer. And my buddy had a job. It's called Central Cable Contractors.
Mhm.
I worked there. We put their whole exhaust system in.
Oh, really?
I worked there just putting their exhaust system in.
Yeah, so it's like 15 minutes away from my
I'm in the
hometown.
shop right now.
And what we did is we'd install fiber optic cable, and so I was on the road all summer. We'd leave Monday morning at 3:00 in the morning. The bus would leave. The company had coach buses, bus me down to Illinois, 4.5 hours away, and then I would stay there Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then we'd work till 4 or 5 o'clock on Thursday, and then we'd take the bus back home. So it was like, oh sweet, get these 3-day weekends. And then, but it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were 12 to 14-hour days, and Thursday we'd work at 10, and so we'd get our 50 hours in, and made pretty decent money doing that. But the whole thing is beforehand, before I started, surrounding myself with the people that had that good mindset of hard work and stuff, that's never something I would have done. Mm-hmm. And then going there, busting my ass all day, the work, like you said, half the time you don't want to be at work, but it's
Right.
I'm getting my ass up, I'm going to work, I'm gonna try to do something to better myself. And what also helped was all the people I was with. The biggest thing about having a job, even if you don't like the job all the time, having good coworkers that that they work hard but you can still have a good time with,
Yeah, yeah.
It
that's
plays
the
a huge
biggest
part.
thing.
Fuck yeah.
And so so I did that all summer, and then now I went back to school. I went back to school doing the electrical program at the local tech college, and so I'll graduate in the spring, and then I'll do my apprenticeship,
Mhm.
and then I'll be a journeyman electrician after that. Eventually, though, I want to get my master's, which means then I can open up my own business because I want to open
You
my
wanna
own
do
business.
that?
That's
Look at
that's
that
the
shit.
biggest thing, yeah.
Dude's not even a year in,
We're
and
gonna be
he's
doing houses, dude. Oh,
he's
yeah.
already
Side
got
jobs.
he's already got a goal set.
I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to get into a lot of houses. So.
Dude, you and
yeah.
me have poured a lot of
Yeah.
concrete already. We've done
Dude,
we've done quite a bit of side jobs.
I'd like to know how many yards I've poured in.
Oh
Like,
my
just in
God.
side jobs. Like a lot
Just
of
in
guys,
side jobs?
they get like pins. For,
I don't
like,
know. You've done a
pouring-
lot more than me.
There's
Guys
that-
get
that
like
question.
pins for like pouring a certain amount in the union.
You ever
I'm
hear
like,
that
how many
question?
how many pins do I have?
Oh.
People are like, when you die, like, what's the one question you want to ask God? Like,
Mhm.
the one stat about your life you want to ask God.
stat.
Matt's over here, like, how many yards of
Hey,
content?
bro, how many? we
No,
put a
dude.
lot of Crete.
Goggins talks about that, and he, like, it resonated with me for a while. I think I talked to you about it, but like Goggins says, you know, he's like, whether you believe in God or not, at the end of the day, like, he's like, I believe something's gonna judge you. Sit down, and judge you about your life, and he says, I don't want God to sit down, look at a piece of paper, and say, David Goggins,
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
ultra marathon runner, Navy SEAL, multiple time Hell Week survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Starts naming off all the accomplishments he's had,
Yeah.
and he goes, I don't want to look at God and be like, yeah, my name's David Goggins, but that's not me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
And
do
then
that.
those were his plans for you.
And then God looks at you and he says, that's what you could have been.
yeah.
Like,
Dude.
you know, like everybody's got
Dude.
that.
You guys got to
potential.
read that book. dude.
Everybody's got, yeah.
Oh,
If
he,
you don't
fuck.
he
read,
puts it in
if
his
you don't
book.
read, start reading.
Like,
That really,
That's huge.
just hearing that, I'm like, holy.
I got
shit.
goosebumps.
Yeah, like
listening to
like
this.
everybody's got this potential about them. Like you don't even know what it is until you push yourself to go do it. And that's what Goggins' whole book is about, and that's what his whole like
Whole
mentality
philosophy
is
on
about.
life,
Yeah,
man.
and like it's so powerful to think about.
All right, Jason, what did you pour us here?
I got some Founders KBS, and then I also have.
Where'd you
the
get
K-
this
Espresso.
festival?
No, yeah, I got that at
You
festival.
guys ever do that? Build your own six pack?
No.
No, I don't do the build your own six.
You guys
pack.
got. Hey, you guys like beer?
It's mostly
yeah,
all shit, in
Dude,
there, dude.
I
no,
love
let them try
beer.
that for a little bit. Like,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I mean that's
That's
Okay.
a good
Yeah.
start.
We're gonna do it.
because-
We're gonna do a taste test right now.
Hey,
This
So-
is
no. Then we got to get back to Eric's story though.
So
But
I'll,
like,
I'll
Yep.
explain.
Seriously.
I'll explain this one. You're gonna get. So KBS, if you do Founders Breakfast Stout, that's their base. Like it's like coffee. There's a little bit of chocolate. It's
Okay,
like breakfast
me-
in a bottle.
Yeah. Let me read
breakfast
the.
stout
No, no,
is
no.
like #1 stout. A
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Let me read the
3 years
description
ago.
here. This is why we should get cameras going so you guys can see.
We used to have a camera. I think
Um,
we're gonna start getting.
I think
Yeah,
we
we'll
should.
we'll get there.
What
I
we
think
want
we should.
What we'd
Yeah, I'll
ideally
chip
want
in.
is like, even if everyone could take their phone and
Yeah.
put it towards
Just-
them, we could
Oh,
just
yeah.
We could edit it together.
we can take the video from each phone and put it into
Yeah.
our.
Yeah. We could do that. Okay. This is what KBS description is. KBS gets his coffee fix in the very first variant to come from our beloved bourbon barrel.
Sponsored by Founders.
Today's sponsor is.
KBS may already be brewed with coffee, but it gets some extra oomph when it's aged on espresso beans after being removed from barrels. So basically, this is a espresso beer.
It
Yep.
tastes like
It's-
coffee.
It's
Um,
pretty
So
good.
so what they do is they take like Founders does their breakfast stout, and that's their base stout.
Okay,
take
where'd you get
that-
this? Festival?
Festival.
Okay.
And what they do is they take breakfast stout, like the beer,
Yeah.
age it in age it in bourbon barrels, you'll get that like initial warmth from the
Eric.
bourbon, the flavor from the bourbon. It's all extracted just because it's aged in bourbon barrels.
Eric,
And then they-
12% alcohol.
Well,
Dude, I'm telling
that's-
you.
Dude,
that's
Keep listening
nothing.
to this guy. He's got. Hey,
Okay.
you're
This
not
guy
knows his
fucking around
beers,
with
dude.
Keep going.
Yeah. So they do that. They age the breakfast
beer.
stout in barrels, and then the KBS espresso. Once because they take okay. They take breakfast stout, age it in bourbon barrels, and then that's KBS. The regular KBS
Okay.
is breakfast stout aged in bourbon barrels.
Okay.
And then they take the KBS and then they age it within espresso beans, and that's the KBS espresso. But then they take that and they start adding like maple syrup,
is that,
like
is that what we
sweeteners.
got today?
Eric, have
And
you
then
tried
that's
yours yet?
CBS. That's
Okay.
Canadian breakfast stout
I-
because you get the maple flavor from that.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to take a sip right now,
Yeah.
and we're going to see how it
Dude,
tastes.
this is the best 12% booze I've ever had.
So
yeah,
this
you
is-
you would
okay.
never
So
guess that's 12%.
This is 12% Founders KBS espresso beer.
Hey, this is what I'm telling you though.
I'm gonna take a drink.
It's pretty
You gotta
good.
start going to festival, do the build your own 6-pack. Just introduce yourself to new beers because they got like 100 beers on there that you can put
Yeah.
on your build your own 6-pack.
Okay.
If you like coffee, you'll
Well-
love it.
So what you're
But
saying
here's what you
is-
gotta find out: do you like IPAs? Do you like bitter IPAs?
Let me take one more drink.
Do you like stouts? Do you like these coffee stouts? Do you like amber ales? Dude,
more of a
there's
pale ale kind of guy.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a. I'm
IPAs, man. You try them out, dude.
gonna
But
give it a.
do you like the double filter?
6.7.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
pretty
bad
good.
for never doing like
Hey,
dark beers.
You should.
It's pretty good.
You guys get your phones out, boys.
Okay, what's up?
Untapped. You can add me and Jay on there.
Yeah,
Untapped. Okay.
And every time you go to a, oh man, this gonna be great. Every time you go to a bar, you're gonna see what's on the tap, and then you have to get.
Hey,
something.
we haven't even talked about deer hunting yet.
We haven't even finished out who the hell everybody is.
Okay, what are we at, Jay? How long are we at?
1 hour 37
Holy
minutes.
shit! Should we start a new one?
No way, dude.
We can run it 3 hours. Who
Yeah.
Oh my
dude.
God, who's gonna listen to this for 3 hours?
You never know, man.
Rogan goes 3 hours. I listen to
Dude.
3
He's
hour
got
podcast.
Elon Musk on his podcast. Which one of
Okay,
you bastards
okay,
is gonna-
Matt.
I saw
Hey,
that.
I'll pull out some crazy.
Who am I
thinking,
looking up, buddy?
Untapped on your Play
on
Store.
App Store.
Yeah.
Oh, on the App Store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, Untapped.
Okay.
Boys.
I've always wanted to after this the podcast that we listened to,
Untapped.
Eric, with Seth Ferosi.
Oh, don't even
There's
don't even start that,
He's
dude.
drinking his coffee.
I don't
like,
know.
I like that shit.
I hate that. I hate
I
it.
don't know
I'm
who's
just
all
trying to
listen-
look
like-
good naked, all right?
Yeah, I don't know who's all gonna listen to this. Probably only like 1 or 2 people, but
Who knows, dude? Who knows?
Who
what
knows?
This could
Yeah,
turn
you're right.
into.
there's nothing funnier than, let's say you guys are in your car right now, and we're doing taste testing. Let's say we're trying out new beer like we're doing right now. Let's say they take a drink.
That's one of my. I hate
That's
that.
good
No, this,
shit.
is actually, this is pretty good though. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Doesn't,
Dude,
doesn't
I don't-
taste like
I'm telling you
12%.
guys,
This stuff
start-
isn't bad.
for like 2 years, me and my roommates would go to like quick trips, festivals, Woodman's. Yeah, right there.
Is that the app
Get
right
it,
there?
Get it.
Okay.
And then we would go.
Untapped.
What we would do.
Okay.
So what we would do is, probably a couple years ago now, we would each get our own 6-pack, and then you would not get the same beers. So if 4 of us went, we'd have
So you get
20
6
we'd
different
have
beers?
24 different beers. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
everybody would take we would take a beer, we would pour it in our cup, right? Like one 12-ounce beer, and then we would equal it out, put it like a piece of tape on our cup, so we knew,
Mhm.
you know. And then like we would go through all 24 beers, and then we would dump them into each thing, you know. Till everybody had their own 6-pack going.
Yeah.
And then every beer that you're drinking, every beer that you had, dude, was at least probably 8%. Because you're picking like IPAs, like double filtered, like stouts. All
Mhm.
you get to try 24 different beers, but by the end of it, you're ready to go to the bar and like just like you're like or you're sitting in somebody's loft just shooting the shit.
I
Like,
just like to
God,
say IPAs are way better unfiltered.
I like the
double
I like the
filtered.
double filter.
No, it
man.
gets too soapy, dude. It
I
gets
like
too,
that hazy though.
No, the haziness is unfiltered.
No, dude, I've had some really good double filtered like hazy IPAs.
No, it's impossible.
It's not. I just had one last night.
What was it?
I can look it up. It was at Ruby Owl.
All
It
right.
was
Matt,
like double
look it up.
filtered, like husky something. Black husky.
It can't
never
be,
had
it.
it.
can't be hazy if it's double.
Oh, dude,
filtered.
it was.
Matt, you gotta post that on your
Really?
story, bro.
I don't have much taste, bro, and I could taste it. No, those are my favorites.
No, that's,
Alright.
that's something I definitely want to be doing though. You know, trying out like new beer instead of just sitting there fucking drinking Busch Light, Miller Light, all that shit all
Yeah.
the time. Is definitely like try more exotic. Well, not really exotic, just like not your normal light beer shit. You know.
Yeah,
like, this
they're-
is pretty good. I've never even heard of it before.
Yeah, there's a whole new. So for me, I got into beer pretty early. Like I was like 19, and I was getting into like
Welcome to the team.
yeah.
I was like 12.
Well, like 19, you're pretty young to be getting into like barrel aged.
Yeah.
Oh
Deep
yeah,
I know what you
IPA
mean.
type
19-year-olds are
I know what you
drinking
mean.
the cheap shit.
Yeah.
That,
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and how old are you now? 24.
I'm 24. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta find something to talk about here. We gotta
We can talk about anything. Beer.
we gotta keep the
Yeah,
listener.
talk
We gotta
about
keep
anything.
We
Talk
haven't
about
even
anything.
introduced who everybody is yet.
So we got Jake. I'm Jake. We got Matt.
Well,
Big.
me and
we
Matt
call him-
kind of introduced ourselves.
Yeah, we call him
last
Big Dick.
little
We
bit.
call him Big Dick Matt because everyone knows that he's packing.
Only on the weekend.
And then we got Eric and Jason.
How's your sister doing, bro?
How is your
She's
sister
doing
doing?
swell. I saw her the other day. She's looking pretty
Sauce
good.
telling you right
Instagram
now.
Pictures.
She's
Jeez.
gonna listen to this podcast.
I want her to. I miss her.
going
How are
to.
the Ryan girls doing? Shit.
Oh, jeez.
I saw Maddie got engaged.
Maddie got
Yeah.
engaged.
Michaela's got to be coming up.
Michaela.
Austin.
Did
her?
they get engaged? No, not yet.
I would have seen it. They
Yep.
haven't. Pretty soon though.
Pretty soon. They've
They
been
got a
together
little,
for
they got
a few
a puppy
years.
and shit and all that.
Yep.
They have to.
Okay.
Good for them, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right.
Hey,
Matt.
I saw your sister and her boyfriend, well, fiance, at the bar a couple weeks ago
press box
for
No, not press
Halloween. They were at
Where we, Woodhall.
yeah, halfway house.
Wait, halfway house.
I got to meet them. I haven't.
Hey, I think we're
I
going
haven't,
to.
I haven't
Dude,
talked to
that's-
them in years.
I think we're going to press box tonight. To be honest,
Going to the box tonight. Hey,
Me
you know
and-
Aaron, the bartender?
I do.
You should tell him we sent you. You might get a free beer out
Dude,
of
no,
it.
Hey,
last weekend
okay,
we
we're
rolled
really
up.
good-
We rolled
quick
up at
hit.
the
We're like,
Quick
time
little
out,
story.
time
Quick
out,
little story.
time out.
Alright,
We
go
rolled up
ahead.
at the box last weekend, right? And
Fuckers were at the
my
box.
buddy
and didn't tell us.
texted us, and he's like, bro, come out, you know. And so I'm talking to him. We went to his house first pregame, because you don't show up to the bar sober. That's just stupid. You waste a bunch of
Oh
money.
yeah.
Yep.
And so he's like, this girl, you know, I've been having some problems with her, whatever. Anyways, end up at the bar. We went there at like 7. We're like the first people fucking there, right? So the bartender comes over and talking to the bartender, but we found out like this is a very you might want to write this down.
Was it Aaron?
I'll write it down.
You might want to
I'll
write
write
this
it down.
down. But
I'll
so
write it-
apparently
here's
if you
down.
roll up to the bar with a group of guys and you tell the female bartender that one of your
She
boys
it
is
has to
having-
be a female.
yeah, it has to be a female. If you tell the female bartender that one of your boys is having girl problems, you get free shots the whole night.
Really?
Eric
spent
and I got
$15 last weekend
At
and had like
least
20 drinks.
4 free shots.
No, I had like 8.
Free?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. I
We
spent
told-
$15.
We told the bartender that our buddy was having girl troubles, and
Was she a young skinny chick?
no, she was 30.
Oh.
She's 30.
yeah,
she
but listen to this.
skinny as
Listen
hell?
to this. I'm sitting there, right?
She,
A little thicker.
I'm gonna say she's like the same size, as your girlfriend.
Slim dick.
So I'm sitting there.
Alright,
I'm sitting
alright.
there a couple times. I was like, "Hey," I saw
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
bartender.
write
I was
that
like, "Hey, so and so.
go right
Have
over
you
here.
have you seen my buddy?"
Right on my free page.
And she goes,
I'm
she
gonna
goes,
write,
"What you want me to get him for you?" I was like, "Yeah, could you?" And she goes, "Hold on 1 second." So she brings out 3 shot glasses, fills them up to the top. She goes, "I'll get him for you."
Dude,
Goes over the loudspeaker. Hey, can you so and so? Can you please come to the front of the bar? And he comes over. He's like, "What the fuck's going on?" She goes, "Yeah, we're all taking shots. Take shots." That happened like 4 or 5 times. Got them all for free.
Dude, the box is a good spot. Like,
Yeah.
The
It's
box is a shithole, dude.
Hey,
Dude,
I was
Jason,
just
shut
gonna
up.
say, hey,
Slim and Chubby's is a shit.
hey, I was just gonna say though,
They're both shitholes.
you got a lot of you gotta be careful when you get there, but like it's a good spot if you're looking to get tuned up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like any
Like,
fancy spot.
what was it,
It's
last
like
night?
Oh yeah, no.
it's a
Dude, like,
bunch of young kids.
when I go to the box, I'm getting fucked up.
yeah,
every
it's
Friday.
it's a college vibe feel. For
What is
sure.
it?
Dude, we
Every
get-
Friday they have $10 all you can drink.
Dude, we know
$10.
the manager, bro. I'm telling you, you could get it.
Do you want to go tonight?
I don't know.
'Cause we are going.
I got a lot of
Eric and I actually have a double date tonight,
Do you really?
and we're
I
gonna
gotta
hang
meet
out.
these girls.
Huh?
Are they pretty good looking?
I haven't
Boss,
met. I haven't
you
met
guys
her
are-
yet. So
Eric,
A
they're
double blind date or just
no,
just
we
blind to
FaceTimed them
Eric.
last night. Eric, you know they're very good looking.
oh yeah, no, they're very,
Where are they from?
very cute, very cute.
They are
They're
from
like an hour away. Let's just
about
say
it.
that.
Yeah, let's. Just
she
say that.
goes to another school. Hey, that was the best. Jay pulled that on me one time. Like, hey, who are you talking to? And he's like, she goes to another school.
You're like that guy.
I
That's
like,
like
kiss
the guy's
my
like it's like a
ass.
middle schooler. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
got this smoking hot
Yeah, dude,
girlfriend. Yeah,
exactly.
who's it? Oh yeah, she goes to a school that's like 2 hours away.
Yeah, she goes to a different school. Yeah, exactly. Oh, golden.
Okay, let's see here. So I just put in Matt's notebook. When you go to the bars with your boys,
Wait, I
you
need
gotta
this.
tell the female, I underlined it, female bartender that you and your buddy,
That's the most important part.
that
right
you
there.
or
She's
your
gotta be a
buddy
chick.
has girl problems, you will get free drinks. It's
I don't know
only
if Aaron's
we've only
home.
done it
He might
once,
be in
but
Florida.
okay.
We're
So
1 for 1
I'm gonna look at Matt's.
You got to go back. Those are my business ideas. Don't look
Okay.
at those. Those are top secret.
Okay, so what podcast is this?
Keep going back.
What podcast is this?
Number 5.
Number 5.
technically. That,
Okay,
That one.
right here.
Yep.
So I don't know if me and Eric are gonna be on any more
Wait,
podcasts.
You definitely. You guys had a good. This has been fire
This
so
has been
far.
pretty
I
fucking
like
good.
it. So
Wait, what's the title? What's the title on number 5 right there? Is
Number
that a title
5
you
is
wrote up there?
Habit forming.
Habit forming.
Okay.
Okay.
So I didn't bring a notebook this time. I wasn't
Okay.
sure what to expect. Me and Eric are just Eric and I kind of just came.
hey, me and Jay are new to this too, man.
I mean, this is number 5, so I'm gonna
Probably
read something.
Technically number 3.
Okay, so let's just say
All
this
right,
is
go
number
ahead.
3.
You start it out, and then I'll pull off.
Yep,
of it.
Eric or Matt can fill in. This is Matt's notebook, habit forming podcast number 3. You underlined it a couple times.
Yeah, that's it.
You become your habits.
All right,
Dude,
so
that's pretty.
let's go off that.
Yeah,
all
let's
right?
go,
So-
let's go off that.
So that kind of comes from one of my books that I'm a pretty big fan of. So
Okay.
here's a little quote. Ultimately, your habits matter because they help you become the type of person you wish to be. They're the channel through which you develop your deepest beliefs about yourself. Quite literally, you become your habits. Habits are like the entrance ramp to a highway. They lead you down a path, and before you know it, you're speeding toward the next behavior. It seems to be easy to continue what you're already doing than to start something different. No matter how consistent you are with your habits, it's inevitable that life will interrupt you at some point. Perfection is not possible.
Holy shit, Matt! Read that like third to last sentence.
Perfection
Read that
is not
again. No.
possible. No matter how consistent you are with your habits, it's inevitable that life will interrupt you at some point.
Yeah.
Perfection is not possible. All right, that kind of
Holy
goes off to my
tits.
next bullet points.
Okay, he's got a couple bullet points here. Waking up early.
This is like my kind of stuff. Like, but not every day you're not gonna be able to wake up early.
Yeah,
the
this
reason I
isn't-
wake up early
Mhm.
every day is just to kind of get that mental edge.
This isn't for everybody, but this is for a lot of people. You know, get a workout in if you like working out.
That's my like Jay said, be doing the hardest shit in the
Mhm.
morning, like getting your work.
Like find something you hate and make it your bitch. I mean-
basically.
I
I mean,
mean,
that's literally what Goggins talks about.
yeah, dude.
Like find it and then like take their soul. He talks about
taking
souls.
souls, man.
And
Okay.
you can look at literally an inanimate object.
I
Like
gotta look at that sometimes.
Matt,
I
you
gotta
got
get
some-
going with it. You just start naming stuff. I don't. You just start.
Okay,
going
yeah,
on,
Matt's
roll
got
with
some
it.
pretty good stuff here. He's got a bullet point right here. It says, "It's easy to miss one day,
Oh yeah,
but
dude.
do
all right.
not miss."
This is where I
2
catch.
days
This
in
is
a
where
row.
I catch
that's
Jason.
Like, that's like the dangerous thing right there, though.
Yeah,
Because
you
if
do.
you
You
get in that
catch me a
mindset,
lot.
This is where I catch
you're
people.
like,
though.
you're like, hey, you know, it's just one day. If I just skip this one day, it's gonna
Yeah,
be fine.
dude.
And then the next day, you're like, well, I skipped
Oh.
yesterday. It'll be fine if I can skip today.
Hey,
it'll be good, but I'll
go-
go back tomorrow. Then
you
the
know,
next day comes.
going
it's
to the
same thing
gym.
all over
When you're
again.
talking
Oh,
about going to
yeah.
the gym,
Oh yeah.
it is so easy to like, oh man, I'll just take it easy today. Don't
Oh,
take it
no.
easy.
Okay,
dude.
What's
Like,
what's the point of going if you're
Let
gonna
me-
take
Get a
it
little-
easy? You
let
gotta
me-
push yourself every fucking day.
Let me propose something here.
all right, go ahead.
You said the title of this podcast is shit.
everything you don't want to.
Well,
everything
the name of it is,
Okay.
but each
This is what I think it should
podcast
be.
has a different name to it.
Everything you don't want to hear, ... but need to.
But you need to hear.
But you need to.
I can add that in there.
Because
It's pretty
honestly-
long, but
okay.
I like that
No, I do get it.
because
could do
literally
everything
need
you
to
don't wanna
some
hear.
of
Because
this
like
shit.
that's what
Or
we're
no.
like.
Everything you don't want to hear, ... but should. Because that could be a attention grabber.
But should
But should.
we
I mean,
capitalize
honestly-
the but should.
But should. It's up to you guys.
I like
mean,
that. No, I like that. Because like 9 times out of 10, we're not talking about shit people really don't. Well, we are
They do-
talking about what they don't want to hear, but like you just said,
But
like,
you should hear.
probably should. Like we just said before.
Even if you go to college, like, you should want to better yourself.
No, even when we were talking about like the
no
people. that
matter
are, like,
what, you could
40,
be a
50.
CEO of Disney. You could be the CEO of Apple.
And you'd be coasting through, but you somehow
don't wanna
coulda
be-
got there.
you don't wanna be
wanna
coasting.
criticized by somebody,
Mhm.
especially somebody that's
You,
this young.
you don't want to make it to the CEO of Apple and be like, I just fucking made it.
Like you said,
Because
Matt,
all of a sudden Apple's gonna go downhill. You always want to have that drive, that
innovating, driving.
you know,
people
you
on.
want to have that vision.
Dude, Apple, their innovation's been dog shit since Steve Jobs died.
oh,
Well,
Dude, they haven't brought out anything.
Dude, wait,
new.
hold up.
Come
Time.
on, they
Did you
brought out
see-
new
did you see-
iPhones, but what's
Listen,
been new?
Hold
Like,
up. Did you guys
oh,
see
come
this?
and try this new phone. What have they added to anything?
no,
Matt,
because
they had. Sorry to cut you off, but you know how they had the AirPods, right?
Yeah.
Then they came out with the AirPods Pro.
What the
AirPods
fuck did they
Pro
do
Max.
different than the rest?
They put a little rubber piece on them.
That's what I'm
anyways,
saying.
Anyways,
Like,
okay.
like,
but
if
no,
you're
listen,
gonna be
it gets
innovative,
better.
innovate at that shit.
It
Like,
gets
don't just be
better.
like,
It gets better.
hey man, we added some rubber to this.
I'm gonna
thing."
talk in a minute.
It
Go
gets
ahead.
better. The last thing right here. So they just came out with a new AirPods. It's like over-the-ear
This
headphones
has
like
two
this.
pieces of rubber
AirPods.
on it.
Yeah,
Pro
they're
Max.
fucking $500 for a set of headphones like this.
I saw that. I did see
Yeah.
that.
Well, they're like
Like
this.
wha-
They're not.
Yeah, no,
they're
they're like
over-the-ear
full-out
ones.
headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
God.
why? $500 for that? It's a bunch
Dude,
of bullshit.
let me tell you, I don't know what kind you have that we listen to at work.
Samsungs, dude.
Yeah,
those are
Eric,
Samsung Buds.
beast
That's what I
mode.
have.
Dude,
That's
they
what I
Matt's
have.
took
got
a shit
some.
on me the other day. I put them in the laundry. They went through the wash.
Well, no
I haven't
shit.
been able to.
No shit.
I
I
haven't-
wonder why they took
Dude,
a
I
shit
haven't
on
been
you.
able to listen to podcasts at work for 3 weeks. I've been going insane.
Oh man, but yeah,
pissed.
Matt X, like that's another thing that we kind of reflect on is, like Matt had some headphones, some wireless headphones that we listened to at work. I'd stick one in one ear, he'd stick one in another ear. We listened to the podcast,
Oh yeah.
and that's what kind of got me started. And now it's like we reflect on it. I have my own set of headphones,
I'm telling
and-
you, like it makes your day go that much.
and it
better.
does. And I've gave Butchie.
And I do that,
Go
yeah. You
back-
pass it on.
Go back to Butchie. I give
Hey,
him
bud.
I give him a headphone. I listen to one. I press play, and we listen
And
to the
then, like,
podcast.
the thing is, I told Jake, I'm like, yeah, you don't really get the option what we're listening to. 'Cause
Yeah.
I control what we're listening
I told him,
to.
I'm like,
but,
dude, play some music. And he's like, no, you're going to listen to this podcast.
you gotta listen to
gonna
it.
change
bro.
And I
your life.
still remember, I will never forget.
Were we on the lift?
were-
what
nope,
were we doing?
not yet.
Right, yeah, tell me what we were doing.
We were, Matt and I were on a job site in Madison. And we were prepping these, what are they called?
The shoring?
For the solar wall.
Oh, yeah, dude. At Nakusa.
At Nakusa, we
we
were,
did a bunch of these.
Yep.
Anyways.
what are they called? The sheet metal that we,
Just a bunch of framing.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
really just framing.
Matt and I
sheet
were
metal.
we're getting the framing ready, and he pulled out his headphones, and I'm like, oh, dude, give me one of them. And he put on this podcast. I'm like, yeah, whatever. This dude listens to a podcast. He's fucking gay.
He did. He gave me that look, and I was just like, "Fuck you." Like,
Yeah,
that's
he's
what we're
like,
listening
you're
to,
gonna
for
listen to
sure."
it, and no shit, I listened to that, and we went up in the sky track, we went up in the boom lift or whatever, and we're up on the wall, 20 feet up in the air, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, I've never heard anything more true.
Dude. It's a perfect fitting podcast for like
Oh
anybody
my
in the
gosh.
trades. Like,
And that's what we hope to do for this podcast.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
Even the younger, like hitting
mhm.
people that are younger, like that
like
podcast.
even if you haven't even graduated yet, we want you guys to really,
consider what you're doing.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
This KBS is pretty good.
All right, so Apple.
Yeah,
You
you
should-
hold
you
that. You
should
held
have
that
waited for
thought. I
10
did shit on
minutes.
it a little
You
bit.
shit on my company, dude.
Oh, I like Apple, but
That's-
I'm just
okay,
saying, dude.
for-
Like,
For the one guy that's listening right now, Matt is the only one with an Android.
I am, but I do like Apple stuff because when I edit, I like using
Yes,
iMovie.
that
and,
is
like,
true.
Adobe.
iMovie
I
is
like
pretty
He's
using
the only
Adobe.
one with a
I use
Galaxy
Adobe on the
phone.
Mac computers.
Yep. All of Eric.
I made the
me,
switch this summer. to
Yep,
Apple.
Eric
The
made
only
switch
the only
to-
thing
to
really
iPhone.
innovative about Apple is their MacBooks.
No, it's where they put
That's-
the fucking earplug for their phones.
No.
Yeah.
The only reason I got an iPhone is because all my friends have Apple, and it just made life so much easier.
The
If I'm at
iPhone-
someone's
Dude,
house,
they-
I need it
the
charged.
iPhone-
That's what
okay.
Apple's plan is.
We
Yeah, I
gotta
know.
talk. We have to.
and I caved. I'm
Let-
sorry.
Let me say this.
All right, go ahead.
Like the iPhone is so simple. It's for like the simple person, and that's why I love it. Is because there's
Do-
it's not
Let me just say, like I kind of know what you're getting at. If Samsung had the photo quality on Snapchat and iMessage, I would
Their
definitely switch to
front-facing
Samsung.
camera is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
they gotta
Matt,
fix
what
that.
what phone is that, Matt?
S10.
It's a S10. Okay.
but the way that Apple sets up their whole phone is so simple
it is.
and so easy to use
But
that
some-
it's just
but
like
some people like.
I
the co-
don't
some
I don't
people-
I don't want the whole this phone is so crazy. I
Mhm.
don't care about my phone. When I sit down on my laptop, that's what I want to be different, and that's what Apple is different at.
Apple, when it
Their
comes to
MacBooks-
laptop, it is way different.
Their
Yeah.
MacBooks
Oh, yeah,
are
for
way
sure.
different than Windows,
Even
and
when
they're
I
so
was
much
at-
better.
Even when I was at school, I would go to the MacBooks versus
Yeah.
sitting on like my
Yeah.
Windows.
But
But-
the one thing
and
about
I-
MacBooks, and that's
We're
what we
right
should,
next to each other. I'd
that's what
still
we should
take
kind
mine.
of transition into is the MacBooks, dude. You can't plug a USB in. You can't plug a
The new ones,
the
The
new
new
ones you
ones.
can. Okay.
because
Is
this one
a MacBook?
can't. This one can.
This one
Can you
can,
plug
but
a
it's a
SD card?
2012.
Also old as shit.
Can you
It's
plug a SD
2012.
card in?
Not this one.
No.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's 2012. It's still going strong, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, well, technically, not always, because
Thi-
like we can't download. Like we were gonna use like
So,
a different app to like
this-
run this whole podcast.
This
and you
last
can't.
Mac iOS update, I cannot do because my MacBook is too slow. So I'm looking into doing like a new processor or a new. I did my RAM and I did a new hard drive in this. So basically, it's just as fast as the new ones, but it just doesn't have like the. I don't know if it's the
Doesn't have the
processor
processing
or.
power.
That's what it's got to
Yeah.
be, the
Yeah.
processor.
So
Okay.
I'm looking into if I can do a new processor so that I can get updates. And basically,
Be
like
careful, man.
internally,
December-
this 2012
December
MacBook
6th.
is just as good as the new ones.
Oh, it's setting goals.
So I don't know,
Okay.
but like I love how the setup for Mac is so much better than Windows, but the
I agree.
iPhone is so much simpler than Android. And I love having the simpleness
the
of
thing-
a phone.
Bro,
because
for a
I don't
while there
need
was
that.
no back button. What the fuck is that?
back button
The
on
thing
what?
you have to think
On the
about
phone.
is some people like the
No
customization.
back button.
There was no back button, dude.
It was on the screen.
No, for a while, dude, there was no back button on the
You push the
iPhones.
home button.
To get to the home screen, you gotta have a back button, dude. You ever
Yeah, it
been like
was in the app.
you've been ever through like
Matt, will you
It's
ever
so
get an iPhone?
simple. I love it.
I don't know, dude. I've talked about this a lot. I don't
I
know.
promise you, the pictures.
I had an iPhone when they had like the color.
Okay,
Oh,
no. Here's the
dude.
thing. Here's the thing. So the
I'll never do
pictures-
Android.
I wanted
the
to rip my
cameras-
head
Eric,
off.
do you regret getting an iPhone?
Okay, here's the thing though. So it was always
I
like,
like good
oh,
cameras.
the cameras,
I
the
like good
cameras.
duck
for,
pictures.
Let
like,
him talk. Let him
But
talk.
you would. So the thing is, Snapchat
Fucking
for like
okay.
it literally fucks up. If you have a Galaxy, it just you take a picture on Snapchat with your Galaxy and it just fucks the quality up for no
It does.
reason at
It
all.
does.
Like the camera's just as good as the iPhones. It's
But
just Snapchat hates it for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's because Steve Jobs paid.
But do you think?
Snapchat.
Okay. Do you think that it's actually like Snapchat is in cahoots with Apple, and that's why?
Yes.
Oh, dude, yeah, I
Yes.
can
Well,
see it
who owns
100%.
Snapchat?
I don't know.
Does
Probably not Android.
not Android.
Probably
Okay.
Probably not.
Probably not.
So
Definitely not Samsung.
All right. Anyways, I'm
Let me-
gonna stick with this until I literally like have to go. It's
Yeah.
it's like.
Well, let me
Apple's
just say-
trying to run this monopoly
just
on
say-
me, and I just hate monopoly.
But we
I
can-
can't-
I've had-
I can't.
We can all agree that Mac, as a laptop,
computer.
is way better
I
than
would
Windows.
much rather use the
Except-
computing system.
for the USB and
The new ones.
That's just the new one. Yeah, that's the thing though with Apple is they're trying to fuck everybody over and make more money
The
by
thing
making
is-
their products like not compatible. Like you gotta buy.
Dude,
new,
no, this is what I was
these
talking
new
about.
fucking-
They're
gotta
not.
buy all these
They're
adapters.
not even plug a normal headphone
Dude,
into this
they're
phone.
not
Yeah.
making innovations.
They're
They're
just
literally
making it so you
making
have
these
to-
small details
so
where
you
you
have to
have
pay
to
them
switch
more.
over
Yeah.
to everything.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
not innovative.
I
Like,
saw
like,
this-
It's not like they're coming out
like I
with this
said-
processor that's just destroying everything. It's like,
Mhm.
look how fast this runs, or like, look at the quality. of
Like
this.
no,
It's
you gotta
nope,
buy our headphones.
Fuck you. You gotta get a
Yeah.
new headphone jack.
I saw
No.
this meme.
No,
I
no,
saw
no.
this meme where it's
Listen.
like, dude, it's $1 billion company and they can't.
Since Steve Jobs died, dude, they don't have anything innovative. Seriously.
No, because the reason they got rid of the headphone jack on the iPhone
It's
is
to
because
fuck everyone else over.
no,
Like,
it's because it's slimmer.
Okay, no.
It's
Oh.
slimmer
no, no,
than
no, no,
any
no.
other.
It's
It's
oh,
slimmer
you want to
than
put your
waterproof.
phone next to my phone? I guarantee it's literally a
Matt,
millimeter difference.
Is your phone
But
waterproof?
that's
Yes.
it right
and
there.
it has a headphone jack.
yes.
So
No,
that's
the
what I don't
reason is
understand.
it's slimmer.
What
Because
It's-
pisses
I
me off.
Listen, no, no,
I
dude,
heard-
nobody
Dude,
else
the
talk.
phones.
Nobody else
go ahead.
talk.
Go ahead, Steve.
Go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The
Tell me
only
why.
reason that the iPhone they got rid of the 3.5 millimeter head jack is because you can go slimmer, so that if you do the lightning bolt, that's way slimmer than
No, it was so they could
doing
change the charger up, so the charger was smaller, and then you
it's
couldn't use
the-
any other
the
charger
phone
on your
itself.
phone.
The phone itself is too slim to support the the
Dude,
3.5.
your phone is not
but-
that much smaller than mine.
It's slimmer. It's way slimmer.
It pisses me off
Take
that
it out
I
of
can't
its
charge
case.
my
Look how
phone and
slim
listen
that
to
is.
music at the same
Look
time.
how slim that
Does.
is.
Let me take my phone out.
If you don't have Bluetooth,
But I do
Good
not
luck.
listen. I do not agree with Apple that you should pay for the port. You should like if they want to do that, it should be a free. It should be a free thing. A lightning bolt to a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack
Dude.
should come with
No,
the phone.
when
It
I
should
see-
come free.
Bro,
with
You
like, here's
guys-
the thing. Your phone is not that much smaller than mine.
No, Jay, I thought it came when I bought my new iPhone.
Dude,
I
your
thought
phone
it
is
came with,
not
and it
that
didn't.
much
It's way slimmer, dude.
Barely.
No, it's not.
It's not,
Jason,
dude.
it's
But it
not.
is
But your
slimmer.
phone-
It is
Put it on the
slimmer.
table.
By like a
it on the
16th of
table.
an inch, if
It is.
that.
Put it
Yeah,
right
but
here.
that's
It
way
is
slimmer
slimmer.
than what yours is. A
Who
16th
cares?
of an inch.
I'm gonna tell you right
It's a
now. I don't
lot.
care how slim
That's
my
a,
phone
that's
is.
a lot for a.
Dude, it's not. Look at that.
Dude, it's the same.
Yeah, it's not.
Mine is definitely
It is
slimmer.
It is a little bit.
Okay, who
It
cares?
is slimmer.
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care how slim my phone is. It could be
Dude.
10 millimeters slimmer than the Android.
I'm
I
not-
still want an.
Look,
a
I'm not
headphone jack.
agreeing with what they're saying. I'm just saying that that's why they
No,
do it. Is
I get-
No,
because
that's
Alright,
not why they
alright.
do it.
I get
Enough
what
of
you're
that.
saying.
I
Why
don't
they
give a
do
shit.
it.
They do it so you can buy the adapters,
Yeah, no, you're right, Jake. It's exactly why. So they have to change everything.
and that's why they're a billion-dollar company.
no, it's literally
because
why.
you have to
gotta
buy the
change-
adapters.
I'm just saying it is proven that that's why they do it is because you can go slimmer with this
Yeah,
port.
but it's
But-
also why because they want to change every piece that you have to use to
Yes.
connect to the phone.
Yes, but I agree that
Because then they brought out the AirPods.
if you want to go slimmer, it should be a free thing that comes with the phone, like the lightning bolt to the
No, here's
3.5 millimeter adapter should come free with the phone.
That's why that was my biggest argument. Is they're not innovative. That's not innovative. Why does that make a big change to the consumer? It doesn't.
No, it is
Oh,
innovative
It
because
barely-
you
it
can
fits
go
in my,
slimmer.
It fits in my pocket.
Yeah,
better.
it is thinner, but let's be
A
honest.
lot of people do
they're
like
saying,
that.
They're saying
Innovative.
it's thinner to make it look like, oh, we're doing something new. But
Yeah,
in
and they're
reality,
not. They're
it's-
not.
They're,
They're
trying to
really
get more
not.
money
Like
out
that's
of
my
it.
big like. I don't.
They
I
are.
like
They're the
Apple-
first one to do it. That's innovative.
Okay.
I mean, technically,
okay, let's
yes,
move on here. Let's move on.
But all right, yeah.
Fuck this stuff.
We've
Fuck
been on the
that.
iPhone for way too long.
I'm about to throw your phone through the window. That's
Okay.
a nice bay window you got.
Let me look at Matt's.
Look better if it's
It's
cracked.
gonna be laminated pretty soon.
I'm just saying,
Frickin'
like they're
bubble
the
wrap and
they are the first ones.
Okay.
They are the first ones to do it, so that's innovative.
no. 'cause
Okay.
I'm not
Wait,
agreeing with
we're
what
off
they're
the
doing, but
topic.
it is innovative.
off
pretty
the
I'm pretty
topic.
sure the smallest phone's like an LG, and like nobody uses.
Yeah,
an
nobody-
LG.
I might
We're
get a
off the topic
Nokia, I
now.
I'm
think.
not saying that
You can get
nobody's
whatever
not gonna
phone you
use it.
want.
I'm just saying that nobody's doing what
You
they're
can-
doing right now.
You can get whatever
Now
phone
I have
you
to
want.
delete the last
Whether-
30
what-
minutes.
nobody
of
cares.
Whether or
stupidity
not that's
that
a good idea,
we- All right.
Okay.
they are
okay.
the
All right,
only
fine.
ones.
All right.
You're right. I'm wrong.
Okay.
What
I'm
time
reading.
is it so I can cut out the last 20 minutes of stupid talk?
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that out.
That
That
was-
sucked.
No,
we
that's
went, we went
okay.
from
I'm
introductions.
just saying,
It's
dude.
okay.
We went from
Okay.
introductions to bitching about iPhones
Yeah,
for like
okay.
half an hour.
Okay. I'm
I just-
I'm looking at Matt's.
Whatever, dude.
I agree.
Them
Yeah.
screwdrivers are kicking in.
You're right.
Okay.
Like
I'm-
KBS is
I'm-
pretty good.
All right, fine.
Hey,
I'm
Jacob,
looking at Matt's.
I got some more in the
notebook here.
fridge if you want some.
I was just gonna ask
Just-
Jacob if he's gonna finish his because I kind of.
I'll go
Yeah,
get.
I will. I will
gonna
finish mine.
take it.
I'll get some more.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Hurry
Jason's
up, I
leaving.
gotta piss.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Okay. Just
Finish 'em up,
Signed it.
finish-
just
finish
after
'em up,
this.
finish 'em up.
Yep. Just after this point. Matt's got some pretty good notes here. I'm actually pretty jealous because I haven't been taking notes.
Next time you guys come on, I want you guys to have a list of
I
five.
Give me
wait.
more than a 12-hour notice next
Hey,
time.
I told
anymore.
Jake, I said write down like 5 things that you want to talk about, but then each thing has to have like a bullet point
Mhm.
towards.
See,
it.
I was gonna I wrote down some
Okay, yeah.
stuff, but I already talked about.
Yeah.
all of it. I was gonna talk about like work and shit, but then I forgot to write down more
Okay.
bullet points.
Next
So like the
podcast.
biggest thing is that happens is like you write down like a bullet point. I've been like trying to still learn this too,
Mhm.
because like the few times we did it, you write down a couple bullet points, but then like
You elaborate on it more.
you kind of like talk about it, but then you miss the elaboration.
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
you write down like 5
Okay.
things underneath
Thank
the
you, sir.
elaboration.
So, yeah, I will. The next podcast, Eric and I will have a couple bullet
Alright,
points.
That's good.
But I'm just gonna go off of Matt's for now, because I feel like this has been a pretty good podcast so far.
I think it's been decent. Besides the last 10
Um,
minutes of stupid
yeah,
talk. But
We're
that's
gonna-
all right.
You know what? We're gonna edit out the last 20 minutes because that was a waste of everyone's time.
Nah, if you get to this point, just skip ahead.
Okay. So Matt has a bullet point here that says.
What is my last thing though? Because that's like my bullet points under bullet points. What
Yeah.
is before this?
Okay.
Why
Now,
don't you
what
let,
is,
why
like-
don't you let Matt read his bullet points because he's got a little
'Cause-
bit more of like a way around it. You know what I'm saying?
Because he can.
I like when he says stuff though. I
Yeah,
like to
he
ride
likes
off
when I.
of it.
He likes when I. He rides. Okay.
Because then if I don't see it, I kind of just go
So
with what
we
I heard.
we
what I-
talked about staying disciplined is hard.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
no, no,
okay.
that's another
That's-
thing in itself.
I would,
That's a
yeah,
whole
can we
nother
talk
10
about
minutes.
That for a
In
minute?
discipline,
Because like, no, like we were talking about earlier. It's like you don't, like yeah, you two, like I'm not working right now, but you two, you know, you work those physical general labor jobs and stuff. Like it's hard to stay disciplined and be like, you wake up in the morning, like you said, you're like, oh, I'm laying next to my hot girlfriend and shit. Like I don't want to go to work today, but it's like no, like I gotta go to work today. I gotta
get that bread.
I gotta make myself better. Like even if it's not for the money, I gotta learn something new today. Or when it's like comes to the gym, it's like for me, if I don't go to the gym, I feel like, you know, like it fucks up my whole day if I don't make it to the gym. So I'm like every single day I'm like, all right, we're going to the gym today. We're hitting chest. Like we're hitting a new fucking max today. I'm gonna feel good when I leave there. It's gonna be a great fucking day. Go home and eat that chicken breast and gain some muscle. You know what I'm saying?
So like that comes down to like setting goals. So if you don't have your goals set,
that's
like,
and when like that's why my next podcast, like that's what I have written down, like setting goals. Would you just wait a second? So like, so the next podcast goes off of setting goals, and like I go into depth of like how to set goals, because like a lot of people will write down a goal. Like you can write down a goal, but if there's like that's what I was saying about like when you come up with the podcast idea, you have to write 5-6 bullet points of like why you want to talk about that topic. So that's the same way as a goal works. If you write down a goal, you have to have the reason like why you want that goal and different things like.
But let me just say, what you told me, like, I don't know, it's probably a month ago, or not more than a month ago. We were on the same job site. Me and Matt aren't on the same job site anymore, but when we were talking about these goals and stuff, and these, you know, your drive. And Matt's like, dude, seriously, write that stuff down.
Do you have to have it written down?
The biggest thing for me is you want something, I'll write that shit down every morning when I wake up. I'm either thinking about it or I have a whiteboard and I'm gonna look at that goal.
You want, yeah.
Like literally, I wake up in the morning and be like, dude, it's sick. I know you guys wake up earlier than I do, but for school I have to be there at 8. So I'm like, I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm looking at this goal. I'm like, I want to be a fucking master electrician. I want to have my own business. If I don't look at that shit every morning, I'm not gonna have the drive that I do. You know?
I got an ending to this. And then we're gonna shoot the shit after.
Okay.
All right, here it is. This is the ending of it. This is my challenge to you guys with me right now, and everybody else that's listening. Not that it's a lot of you, but hey.
Couple.
Right, if you made it this far,
6 of you.
Here's what I got. Every single night, before you go to bed, write down the 5 things that you want to get done in the morning. Before you go to work or by the end of your day. Try to get at least 2 of the 5 done before you go to work. Whether that's get your workout in, send your emails, whatever you got to do. Like get
your
that
laundry, go for your run.
Yeah, get your laundry done. If you got to write that shit down before you go to bed. Get it done before you go to work, and at the end of the day, you better have all 5 things checked off. Keep it to 5 and keep it simple. Start there, and once you start getting that 5 and you're consistent with it,
it doesn't even have to be 5. It could be 3.
It could be 3, man. If it's 3 things and you just been like, oh man, I got to get up early, like get up early. If you got to like read for 20 minutes before you go to work, just start something new. Like that's my challenge, man.
I literally just made a folder in my notes on my phone. It said the 5 things I want to do.
Do that shit. I do that every single night. That makes so much sense.
If you don't like, yeah, you can have these long-term goals and stuff, but
you got to start small, man.
Every day, you should have something that you want to get done every single day.
If it starts with 3, good. If it's 2 things, good. Like just start with something. Start being consistent. Get those 2 things done. Get those 3 things done. 5 things, whatever it is. Don't make it much more than that.
That's perfect.
But
yeah,
start getting deep on them. If it's 5 hard things, do them 5 hard things. Just get it done by the end of the day, every single day for the whole week, and then do that next week. Do it the next week and the next week, and just see where you are in 6 months. Especially with the New Year's coming up, dude.
Well, you got to
start with that.
Especially because, like, everyone says, hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. You write it down. You make yourself accountable for the things that you
get
say
accountable.
You're
get
do,
your shit done. If you can't, like,
make it a priority.
Don't rely on your friends to say, hey, man, are you doing this? Like, just get the shit done, dude.
You write that shit down. You wake up in the morning. You look at it and be like, I'm doing this today. You know? You don't just be like, otherwise you're just sitting there. You're sitting there at night. You're thinking about, like, oh, I should really do this
I could have done this. If you're laying in bed thinking about could have done this, you better get your ass back out of bed and go fucking do it. If you got a 30-minute workout, you better get your ass out of bed, get that workout done. Don't wait till tomorrow. Just do it, dude.
Just do it.
That's me signing off, bro. Thank you for listening.
So
no. Thank you for listening. You guys come on the next one. Jake's already going on to number 6
yeah,
here.
I know.
We're gonna save that. Maybe tomorrow. I'll do another one tomorrow morning.
I'll do another one tomorrow.
All right, hey. Maybe tomorrow.